So, bad evening. It's also bad on the likes, Io de puta. Yeah? Nearly 1,000 people in here, not even 160 likes. You lot are taking the wholesale mick. Smash the like button. Every single one of the guys on the panel, their links will be in the description in the next 5 minutes. Another absolute embarrassment. Oh, pray for Bayern. Bring on Madrid, guys. Yeah. Whoever runs Arsenal Twitter account, leave them in Munich. Yeah, leave them in Munich. We're proud of our Champions League journey. Good one, mate. Yeah, good one. Listen, it is what it is. It was to be expected. However, the first 45 minutes of that game, new evidence was presented, and I thought we were the better team. And then the second half was a shit show. Very similar to Aston Villa. Smash the like button, Io de puta. We're going to do this slightly different. We're going to start with Liam, the Bayern view, who is anti-Tommy Tukes, an elite gaffer. He's anti most of anything that's happened this season at Bayern. He's going to have the platform for the next 5-10 minutes, and then he's bouncing. And then we're going to wrap it up and kick it off with the Asna. Egale, he needs to sleep, guys. He's tired, apparently. It's 6 minutes to 2 Spanish time, but he's tired, guys. All the chess never comes correct when it matters. Yeah, a bit like Arsenal, really. They're a fugazi. They're a catfish. But big up, Eagle. Liam, brother, Bayern View, talk to me about your season. You've been humbled and embarrassed by a rookie in phase 1.5. And you want your manager out after winning a title last season. How toxic. You've got the platform, bruv. The mic is yours.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for having me on. Where do I start? Thomas Tuchel coming in. I didn't want him. Obviously, you said that I'm Tuchel out. I am Tuchel out. I want this guy out of the door. I'd still kick him out tonight. I know that sounds crazy because we've just gone to the semi-final, but I really would. I don't like him whatsoever. The way he sets us up, everything. You know, Eric Dyer over 2 legs against Arsenal. Yes, he did a good job, but the fact that he's even in my club, it just shows levels. To be perfectly honest with you. Yes, we did win the league last season, but I don't think it was Thomas Tuchel. I think it was this guy, Jamal Musiala, stepping up when he needed to, that's what I would say. But on today's game, I was a bit nervous. I don't know why. To be honest with you, I don't know why. But we got the 2-2 in the first leg, and for some reason I was nervous. I just could imagine. I seen the lineup and everything. I could just imagine something happening. Obviously, you guys didn't turn up in the first leg. You capitulated, and then obviously we capitalized off of the mistakes. But then this one, I was like, are they actually going to turn up? Obviously, we now know that they didn't. Yeah, Arsenal didn't turn up. But yeah, man, Thomas Tuchel masterclass. I didn't know what he was doing with 2 left backs. We had 2 left backs on the pitch. We have Matty, who is a young, inspiring, striker, left wing, whatever you want to say. We've got Jamal Musiala, Thomas Muller, one of the greatest Bayern players ever. He's just sat on the bench and he's playing 2 left backs. I didn't get it, but now I get it. And credit to him, even though I want him out. Credit to him because at the end of the day, he stepped up with that and put 2 left backs in to stop Bukayo Saka, and it worked. And we went and got the victory, and now we go against Madrid, which I don't really want to talk about. But 100%, we're going to need luck. But yeah, I'm happy with it.
Let me ask you this here. Go
ahead, man. Go ahead.
Obviously, Tommy Tuchel won the league last season, yeah. And listen, you scraped it on the last day of the season when a proper star boy turned up. By the way, Musiala stepped up, scored the winning goal. Obviously, Borussia Dortmund bottled it. However, cometh the hour, cometh the star boy. But it's a farmers' league and all that crap, yeah? Right? When you got the draw against Arsenal this season, I want to ask you this, yeah? Number one, I know you're Tuchel out. That's cool. Yeah, I understand it. You've seen better managers. I get it, yeah? Right? But when you see the draw against Arsenal and you see all the meltdown online, yeah, like from Arsenal, we're going to pray for Bayern. Oh, it's the worst Bayern team for 2 decades and all of this and that stuff, yeah? was you genuinely worried? Was you scared? Because apparently Arsenal was scary, like world-class scintillating. Was you scared? Did you actually think, yo, yeah, it's Arsenal, we'll deal with them? Or did you think, actually, that could be a tough one?
Yeah, no, I won't lie. You know, we got smashed before the first leg. We got smashed by Heidenheim 3-2. I don't know what we were doing in that game. We got knocked out of our cup, the DFB Pokal, by Saarbrücken, who is a third division side in German football. And you know, the season has not been going well. The fact that Xabi Alonso won it in the first time he's ever tried to win it with Leverkusen is a joke. But yeah, I was a bit worried because I didn't know what Bayern were going to turn up. I didn't know. Leroy Sané's been stinking up the joint first half of the season, amazing, and then ever since, you know, he's just not doing very good. Serge Gnabry, what was he going to do? But yeah, we turned up, and then from then, I was just happy with obviously that 2-2, and then obviously this game tonight. So yeah, man.
Before I let you go, bro, yeah, you got Real Madrid next. Football Heritage won tonight. Football Heritage, guys. Yeah, apparently the Premier League is the best league in the world, and all these other leagues are farmers' leagues, yeah? Yeah, good one. The worst Bayern team in 2 decades, according to this mob, have been humbled tonight. And Man City, scary, dangerous, treble-winning champions-elect again, have been humbled by Real Madrid. Where do you see you going from here? Obviously, it's the last chance. And in fact, you know what? The last time you beat us, sorry, I'm lying. 11 years ago today, we beat you at the Allianz. Yeah, 2-0. Arsenal was shameless. Whoever that Twitter guy is, bruv, who runs that, leave that pussy, in Munich. Yeah, tweeting out the goals from Giroud and Koscielny that knocked us out on aggregate, yeah? And guess who won the Champions League that year in 2013? At Wembley, Bayern Munich. What odds do you give yourself, bro? Are you going to beat Madrid? Is it going to be an all German final like it was 11 years ago against Dortmund all over again? What chance? Come on, bro.
Yeah, if it's an if, it has to be an if. If we can get past Real Madrid, they are Heritage FC in this competition. They won it ridiculous amounts of times, obviously, and it's going to be typical that Jude Bellingham, a Dortmund boy, will probably step up against us. To be straight up, but if we can get past them, and it is an if, like I said, I think I see us winning it. I don't rate PSG and don't rate Dortmund, neither of them. We smashed both of them in finals before. So that's generally what I would say, mate.
No, I can't. Big up for coming on as well. Bless, man. Yeah. Shout your channel out. I'm putting it in the description as we speak. And yeah, come on. Listen, fair play, man. Yeah, out tactics, all of that, elite gaffer, top ballers, and it is what it is. But listen, the Bayern view, the link will be in the description in a second. Make sure you sub to his channel. He's closing in on 5K. What you got coming up on your channel, bro?
Yeah, just daily content talking about Bayern Munich. Simple as that. And streams, videos, so on. So, yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. We support all the channels around here, bro. And anyone slagging off my guests, yeah, you're getting instantly blocked. I swear down. Yeah. Man said some Welsh guy from... Shut up, man. Yeah, idiota. Anyway, big up to you, my guy. Big up Liam, bro. Appreciate you. Sub to the Bayern view. Love always, my guy.
Big up, bro.
No,
can I say, Lee, something? I just want to say this, Liam. Fair play to you, fella, coming on. It doesn't matter where you come from and who you support. Yeah, if you want to support Bayern Munich, right, and you're from wherever, God knows wherever.
He's realised the Prem shit, Jez. He's supporting an elite club.
Yeah, well, fair play. Respect, fella. Big up to you for saying and coming on, because I think nobody deserves disrespect because you can support any club from anywhere around the world. Fair play to you, man.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. And it's not too soon to change clubs if you support a mutant club infested with mutants. So at any point, you can change club. But Liam, big up to you, man. Have a blessed week, my friend. And good luck for the rest of the season in the Champions League, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Take care. Yo, do what you got to do, lads. Do what you got to do. The floor is all of yours.
I'm just going to say right now, the other night, I went in and dissected Arsenal. Tomorrow night, I'm just dissecting them with 2 knives. Tomorrow night, scalpels, I'm taking them apart. I've had enough, Lee. I'm fed up with it now. right? And I'm a bit disappointed. I won't lie. That Egal's not here, right? I
He's
watched.
tired. He's tired.
Well, yeah, okay. We're all tired. Yeah, we're all tired. We're all tired of Arsenal.
Sleep when I'm dead.
But the thing is, I watched Northside last night and Dan Potts with Kenny Kent, right? And I'm just going to put this right out there right now, Egal. If you're watching this on catch up, don't ever, right? Don't ever call me a bottle fan, right? Because you said that as a general statement. When you little fucking arsewipe, and I'm giving you a medal, Egal, you can have my arsewipe medal, right? In fact, don't ever call me a bottle job fan, because when you've been around this club longer than I have, and when you've been to the amount of games that I have, Kenny has, right, Lee Gunner has, then you will have that right. But right now, Egal, you're a disgrace to make out a general statement saying we are bottle fans, bottle job fans. Because I'll tell you what, mate, if you want to come and stand toe to toe with me and say that to my face, you're more than welcome. Because you are an absolute arsewipe. And that's why you get Jez's arsewipe medal. And you come and talk to me anytime you like.
Anyone else want to chip in? Smash these likes up. I'll come to super chats in a bit, but smash these likes up. Nearly 2K in the building, even 500 likes.
The truth's come out now about this squad. You know, nothing's changed since last season. We still got players who people like to call them world class. Everyone likes to say the squad is Gargaccian. It's not. You know, I'm going to start by saying these are players that have to go for us to actually genuinely challenge across all the competitions. Martinelli, thank you for your service, but it's time to go. Nelson, off you go. Ramsdale, pack your bags. Elneny, pack your bags. Smith-Rowe, thanks, but no thanks. Zinchenko, pack your bags. Tomiyasu, pack your bags. Kivior, you had a good couple of years. You played at a big club. Now go and learn your experience somewhere else. And you know, I'm going to also look at Jorginho. Thanks for bringing your experience, your trophy winning experience. I know it probably didn't work, but that's time for you to go and earn some money in Saudi Arabia or go in China or something like that. But I want all of you guys to, you know.
Whoa, Kenny! You got to get Jesus. That's
it. I forgot about Jesus. Jesus, thanks for bringing your experience from Man City and, you know, teaching us how to be winners. It's worked a treat, but yeah, you can go to Saudi Arabia as well. So those players have to go if we want to genuinely challenge. And I want them instantly replaced. Whoever's in charge has got to spend at least another £500 million for us to challenge on all fronts. Because if we don't, then by this time next season, it'll be third season in a row where we've got close, but we're light years away. Because I'm telling you now, stop kidding yourselves about Saka being world class. Stop kidding yourselves about Martinelli being his top player. Martinelli is just a street footballer who plays like a Colts player. And stop bigging up Declan. Declan's going to be a good player, but today, when it mattered, his legs went. He got absolutely ruined in the second half by Goretzka and Lima.
Twice against Goretzka. Twice.
You know, stop bigging up this squad because they don't deserve the accolades you give them. In any way, accolades should be only given to winners. People who finish runners up shouldn't get any medals. All they should get is tomatoes.
Yeah, but they don't, Kenny. The predefined metric for success in sport is a trophy. Yeah, armpits in the air. Yeah, unfortunately, Sky Sports, the Premier League, yeah, the FA, yeah, and the English media, and all these little puppets, scumbag journalists, yeah, that are cahooting, yeah, and in the back pocket of these scumbag big six clubs, yeah, are finessing millions and millions of people around the world into thinking that finishing another place or two higher is progress. Shut up.
Sorry,
winning.
I left that two more players. Sorry for my neglect.
Eddie
Nketiah, I'm sorry because you're not going an idea, mate. You thought I exempted you from walking the plank. No, you can go as well. So you're on that list. And you know, the manager at the end of the season. I think it's best that you sign, because I don't think that if you're not going to revamp this squad and you're going to give contracts to people like Reece Nelson, who I want out as well, and Ian Nketiah, if that's the level of influence you have, pack your bags and get out. And let's get a big name in, because a big name will not be giving contracts to Nketiah and Reece Nelson. That's just facts.
Kenny, what big names are we going to get in? Like, what big names are going to want to play for Arteta after we see this over and over and over every single season? That's the thing now. If Arteta stays, I don't know if any big names are coming in. It was nice to break the 100 million ceiling with Declan Rice, but I mean, who else is really going to really come in and do a job? Edu doesn't know the European market that well. I'm sorry, but he doesn't. We didn't get anything in January. We didn't do anything to reinforce for the Champions League run. It all comes down to the January transfer window. I understand we didn't have 85 mil for Tony, but we couldn't find a $30, $40 million midfielder to at least strengthen the squad. It's ridiculous. I want them all out. I'm done. I've been on this train before with many of you, and I'm absolutely done. I'm shocked what I saw today in the second half.
And you've tried to stay positive as well, Dal. You've tried to stay positive as well, man.
I've tried, bro. Yeah, like, you know, I've tried. I've been on the fence. You know, I bigged up the 34 goals and 4 conceded bullshit. But the thing is that they are against bad teams that are already bad. So it's not like we're really proving anything. And just because we're a second, third in the league, so-and-so, that's not improvement from fourth. We've been fourth for years, fifth. And now to say that we're second and we could be third, to be honest, I mean, third is not out of the question. So, you know, I mean, Liverpool could go on a run. We draw, they win.
Right, fourth ain't out of the question. We're only 8 points ahead of Villa.
Question. So, I mean, it's just, this starts to build up over time, and you can see, I was watching Capo earlier, shout out Football Capo, that he said, like, you could tell the Villa game that today was going to be a bad showing, because it's not like we're all of a sudden going to turn up with Havertz as striker or then Havertz at left mid. I mean, it's just, he absolutely bottled it today with the lineup, the subs, the tactics. I mean, all of it. The first half, like you said, Guns, was decent, but decent ain't fucking good enough, bro. Decent is good when you beat Wolves 2-1. That's decent.
It's time for this manager, and I said this in my fan camp. If this manager so-called loves Arsenal as much as he says he do, then tonight he will come out with a statement saying he's walking away at the end of the season.
Like Xavi.
Yeah. Because we're at a point now where I know for a fact me and Lee had this same discussion at the end of last season, and Jez and Kenny. I know for a fact we had this discussion. We're right back where we were this same time last year. But what's even crazy is that we had the same discussion with amongst other people 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. And as I told you, Lee, after we got off the air, the same players that's here was there then. Everything is rotten to the core around here. When we're down and out in a Champions League game, he looks down the bench and he sees Eddie Nketiah to save us. That's foolish.
True.
That's foolish. And what did I tell you, Lee? I said he sat there on that bench with Alpart Albert because he knew Alpart Albert had the qualifications to do his job.
He was watching our stream, Matty. He was learning from us.
It's ridiculous that we have to sit here and go through this. I told you at the end of last season, I said that people chastised us. They laughed at us all year, last year. I said, but next season, it's going to be the season of I told you so. And where we at? I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. We have sat here month in, month out. You call Northside negative. You call Lee negative. You call Kenny negative. You call Jazz negative. You call Dale negative. Anybody who has spoken out about how washed and how flim-flammed everything has been. This fixed bench this summer, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. 65 million. Judge him after 52 games. 100,000 here. People making big money there, re-signing trash. El Nene, decoration for the bench. We don't have any money. Financial fair play. I've heard all the excuses this year. I've heard them all. But when you pull that rug back, Lee, and panel, and you see that filth that's up under it, then you realize you got to clean the house. And that starts tonight. It is time for players to be moved on. It is time for this manager to step away. When I was so pissed tonight sitting there. You couldn't tell it, but I was just so mad watching the quality, the way the coaches carry themselves against for Manchester City and Real Madrid. Look at the players. You didn't see any panic, Lee. You didn't see any panic. You didn't see anybody looking around like they were scared. Everybody looked assured.
Did you see Tommy Tuchel jumping up and down like a retard on the bench?
Lee,
yeah, did you see him?
Did you see him do
he was giving the ball back? He was playing ball boy. We see the Bayern ball boy has got more tech than half of our team, bro. He was doing keepy uppies. Yeah, our
players are trying to get a water break in the middle of a damn game.
You remember this film? Bobby Boucher, the water boy, 98. That's Arteta. I've got the bucket, guys. Anybody need a drink, guys? Yeah, Bobby Boucher.
That
embarrassing.
Tonight,
carry on, Matty.
Bro, go on, Northside. Got Matty and Northside.
I'm gonna say this in the Northside. You take it away, brother. Our players tonight, me, Lee, and Ola sitting there looking like, what the hell is going on? They are going to get water. Like the referee stopped the game for them to get water. Odegaard's telling them to come on back. We got to play. They're getting ready to go down the field. That shows you how far we are away. I don't want to hear anything else about world class. I don't want to see anybody talk about world class anything that's associated with this team. Nothing. And I'll say it again. No matter how bad these teams are, these so-called bad teams are in Europe, those same bad teams are 10 steps ahead of where we are. Just about every team that is in this tournament has been in this tournament for at least 2 or 3 more years than we have. Take it away, Northside.
That team we played tonight, yeah, have won 6 Champions Leagues, by the way. And if I don't read the super chats out, it's because of the flow of the show. Don't feel obliged to put them in. I don't care whether you do or not. Yeah, just smash the likes up. 2.5 inside. All the links for everybody is in the description for all their channels and Kenny's Insta. Yeah, so make sure you follow all of them. And yeah, go on, Northside, go.
When we sat here and we spoke about Arteta's management as a manager, when the players look lost, when the system is being nullified, we said against Porto he looked lost. He looked completely lost. And then that reflected on the players. We didn't know how to break them down in 90 minutes. In both legs. This game was the exact same thing. The exact same thing. He didn't know what to do. He was lost. It wasn't working. Every time Martinelli tried to drift in, they had 6 or 5 players in the box. How many times did Martinelli try to take players on? He had about 5 or 6 players. Masterclass by Tuchel. He knew just put 2, 3. Masterclass, bro. This guy is not going to be taking. He's not going to take on 2 man, let alone 6. Pack the box. Every time he tried to drift in, there was too many players there to stop him. Saka, they were forcing him to cut in on his left. Odegaard eventually just got out of the game. You're looking at Jorginho, wasn't as effective. You're looking at Tomiyasu and Ben White, completely got exposed. We talk about man management. Both our centre-backs should have been dropped for their last couple of performances. But you know why they're not dropped? Because we never got another centre-back that can compete with them. So regardless of performance, they play. Saka should be dropped based on performances. Know why he's not dropped? Because there's nobody that can compete with him. Jorginho, why is he playing? Why didn't we put Partey on? The way we set up in the first half, we wasn't going gun-ho. Put Partey on. He can do his job and more. He can defend. He can help Declan Rice. Declan Rice that was not shielding the back line. Declan Rice that was getting run all over the place. That couldn't string 2 passes together. Why didn't you play Partey? Why not? For what reason? It's not like Jorginho is absolutely sourcing right now. Don't understand it. Why put us under that pressure? Why were there times where Saka had to drop back to help the defense? In the last couple of games, we've been relying on Odegaard dropping back, Saka dropping back, Trossard dropping back. All our attacking players are doing the job of our defenders.
Nice.
And there's no accountability.
Nice.
Centre backs will start regardless. Saka will start regardless. Havertz will start regardless. There was no space in behind today for Havertz to make his runs. One thing he's been doing decently in the last couple of games is making runs. He's making runs. He wasn't even making runs today because there was no space in behind because they did a job on him. And what
But
does
they
this
had
man do?
Eric Dyer at centre back.
Okay. So you're going to bring on Jesus. What's Jesus going to do coming in the 68th minute? He's been shocking since he's come back from his injury, but he deserves minutes. Not ESR that put a good game in against Luton. No. Not him. Jesus can come on. Then you're bringing on Trossard, the only player that has been saving us in Europe. He scored against Porto and he scored against Bayern, but he can't start against Bayern, even though he came off the bench and scored. He's the only one that's saving us in 90 minutes. Let's be fair. He didn't do well today, but the previous games, he's keeping us in the games. But he doesn't deserve a start. He doesn't deserve a start. But Saka deserves a start. But he hasn't been performing for us in Europe. You're bringing on Nketiah, a player you don't trust. And all the players you don't trust, you bring on the 87th minute. I think the last game he brought on Nketiah again on the 87th minute as well. Make that make sense. A player that's not good enough and is shot of confidence. How's that good game management? How's that good game management? I don't understand. Reece Nelson can't get a game, but yet Saka's dropping stinker after stinker. But that won't be spoken about because we can't speak about Saka in this club. We can't. He's Teflon Don. It's like North Korea and he's the king. You can't talk about him, bro. You'll be shut down, censored. You're not allowed to talk about Saka. It's shocking. When you look at all of it, it's absolutely shocking. And you don't see anything change tactically, formation-wise. There was things that we could have done today. What happened to all the good crossing from Ben White that we were seeing earlier on in the season? You've got Declan Rice and Kai Havertz that are two targets that he can cross the ball to because both of them can header the ball. Why weren't we doing that? Why did we stop doing that? If Jorginho's not dictating play from deep, why didn't we bring Partey on? Was doing that before. All the things that actually work, this manager shifts it out of the club or shifts it away from the players. But the things that don't work, like reintroducing Zinchenko, using Nketiah to save your ass, those are the things he continues to do. It makes no sense.
I've just gone on Man City's Twitter page and they've posted 2 tweets since they finished. Yeah. Big up for the support in our Champions League campaign. Yeah, not the result we wanted was the other tweet. Yeah, team huddle, by the way. Yeah. However, yeah, if Arsenal had got Bayern Munich to penalties tonight and got knocked out on penalties the way they got knocked out on penalties tonight, we wouldn't be here, guys. We'd be sitting there going, yo, on the fan cams, it was a good effort and so on and so forth. However, Man City have humility, shame, and respect. Yeah? And people go, oh, but they got no fans. Yeah? Let me tell you something now. I can go to JD Sports. Northside, when you come here in 9 days, well, it's now 8 days my time. Yeah? When you land here, when Tao lands here, yeah? Because you land 3 hours before Tao. Yeah? So we're going to have to do whatever. I'll take you JD Sports in Fangarola. You won't see an Arsenal shirt in that store, bruv. You see a Man City shirt. Yeah? Man City, yeah, have shame, humility, yeah, and are chill. When I've done shows with Man City fans before the Champions League, before the Arsenal-Man City game or Man City-Arsenal game, calm man. No, listen, we've not been playing great and blah, blah. Oh, fans, blah, 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 Motormouth, Roadrunner, beep, 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 beep. Why? Where does this energy come from, lads? Because we win nothing in Europe ever. Yeah, the only manager flying the flag in European competition for English teams is fucking former manager. We sacked. Yeah? He's the only one who won in Europe. Yeah? And nobody's going to put it past him to win that tournament. Oh, but it's the Conference League. Nobody cares. Yeah? We were playing Bayern Munich tonight, and at half time in that game, myself, Matty, and Ola, and I'm sure the rest of the panel in the chat were all sat there going, yo, we're still in this. And then he went like this. Windscreen wiper football. He did it against Unai Emery at the weekend. We were the best team in the first half against Emery and against Tuchel. Yeah, we didn't take our chances, fair enough. Tonight's game was a lot closer than the first half against Emery. Second half, masterclass from both of them. And we had no ideas, lads. Yeah. For how many more years? How many more years? Come on.
Well, that's what I was saying, Liam. One show is in the reaction show with TJ and Connor is that it would have mattered if Wenger was there today, if he was standing on the touchline. With those same players, we could have had Ancelotti out there, Wenger, Klopp. It would have mattered. It's the tactics that killed us today. I want to say, oh, maybe they were tired. Yeah, I can see Declan Rice being tired because he's running the whole midfield. You know, I can see, perhaps Havertz a bit tired because he went on a purple patch. And let's be real, that's all it was. It was a purple patch. We were saying Fabio Vieira was better than him at the beginning of the season. And a lot of what Northside said was absolutely 100% true because there's no accountability in this squad. He's proven that with Saka. You can drop crap after crap after crap performance as Saka, and you will not get pinched. You will not get benched. And that's the accountability model that he set for everyone. Odegaard kind of goes to guard again today. Great first half. Yeah, could have
same against Villa. Same against Villa. As soon as they change the tactics and they start pressing and go higher up the pitch, ghost. And now what happened is, he got a knock in the first half. So he was playing through injury. Cool, sub on Vieira. Oh, you can't because he's shit. Why'd you waste 35 mil on him then?
And it's the drop in levels is going to kill us. And as long as we maintain, it doesn't matter the names. If the names are, are good and bad, but if you continue to have this gap, like we've said, Guns, over and over and over, it's not going to matter. If the talent gap is there, it doesn't matter who the freaking names are on the team sheet.
But then again, you talk about talent.
It takes.
You talk about talent, bro. There are managers that get the most out of players that are not expected to do great things. Why did Villarreal win? Because of Unai. He was the difference. Why did Jose Mourinho win with that Porto team? They were a great team, but going up against Europe's best, he got them over the line. There's a lot of managers that don't have all the players that they want, and yet they get over the line. Look at what Unai done with a toxic and negative Arsenal side.
But
Still got us to a final.
Do you think if Wenger was on the sideline today, we would have got something?
What version of
If
Wenger?
we swap gaffers, if we swap managers tonight, who goes through?
Wenger goes through because look at the 07, 08.
No. If we had Tuchel and they had Arteta, who goes through?
Well, Tuchel goes through. We did with Chelsea.
Yeah,
exactly. He did it with Chelsea.
That's easy.
Yeah. Frank Lampard. Remember when he took over from Chelsea? They were ninth for the table. Big Frank got sacked because they thought they weren't going to get into the European Championship places. So
He said it, Kenny.
He gets them into the European Championship places, gets them a cup final, and they shithouse their way to a Champions League win.
Kenny, 6 finals in 14 months.
Yeah.
After Lampard said they can't win nothing, he won 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then Conte, remember when Conte went there? Wins the league? He didn't have all of his players. Even one.
But that team should have never finished 10th. Nobody cares. Yeah, they won the league. And guess what? They won the league with more points than City won the league against us last season. Yeah. And Poch's team, who finished behind him, was younger than our team last season. Yeah. All these excuses, all the PR, the constant PR.
Look at that team of Mourinho, the team that won the title in 2005. I always say, Petr Cech, 22, getting on 23. Iron Robin, 21.
And that team, we did this on the podcast the other week. That team that Jose had was the same average age as Arsenal's team now and last season. Yeah, it's the same average age.
Yeah.
When we got to a Champions League semi.
Where does it differ? I'll tell you where it differs. Manager. Manager. But not only that, the manager realised that squad that he inherited from Ranieri wasn't good enough. So he added on and made sure that whoever came in was as good as the guys that they're replacing. This guy had a short, sharp shot last season when we all said the squad was thin. We identified the positions we weren't happy with. We were screaming for a striker. We also talked about the left-hand side. To this day, he did nothing about it. He did nothing about it. And then we got these great results. But as I said before, I said on many podcasts before, it's all right beating West Ham, beating Burnley, and beating Sheffield United. But in the beginning of the season, we're going to play better teams. Villa are better than these guys. You know, Spurs side we're going to play in a few weeks is better. But I also mentioned that Bayern Munich have got all these great players. Don't look down on Bayern. Don't gas it. Now, you know, I like Ical, but Ical was the one who was gassing us against Bayern. He was talking about how bad
the whole fan base online were gassing us.
But yesterday he said he was saying as if you guys think that Arsenal got a right to win things and that when it don't go your way.
Now he's tired, Kenny. Now he's tired. We're here.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but the fact is, he's chastised. We've been chastised for thinking we got a right to success. But I keep on saying, when you talk about when Ali McCoy is on TV and he says about this talented young squad and about how Arteta is improved us and how we've gone from 8th to 2nd, let's not forget, if he was talking about West Ham or Tottenham, I'll shake his hand. I'll say, yeah, hands up. But he's talking about the 3rd biggest club in the country that should be winning trophies, should be challenging. And so when he talks about us, I don't want this small club mentality in my club. I don't want older fans, you know, better having this, oh yeah, you're a bit harsh here. I mean, look, we were 8th before. You can't expect us to go from there to there. I said, well, yes, I can. Because if you're a big club, you should be attracting the best players in the world. And then what will happen? Those best players in the world have got the best mentalities and they don't need managing on the field because they know they can do it themselves. That way, they will get your results because that's Man City has shown and Chelsea has shown before. You get the best players in the world and you get the best people behind the scene, you win. That's all I ask.
Or just get a manager. And this comment's spot on. Sorry to cut you, yeah. Unai right now with this shit team would have gotten over Bayern. Let me tell you what Unai Emery did with Villarreal. Yeah, he won the Europa League against us with Super Mick at our ground. Got a 0-0 after a 2-1 at their ground. He then beats Man United on penalties, qualifies for the Champions League, gets out of a group with Man United, Atalanta, and Young Boys. Right, then knocks out Juventus after slapping them away. By the way. Yeah, at their stadium. He then knocks out Bayern Munich over 2 legs. And that was Bayern Munich before, the worst Bayern team. This is with fucking Coquelin and Capu in midfield. Yeah, Juan Foyth at right back. Yeah, what are we doing here? Then he takes the lead in the Champions League semi-final against Liverpool. Fair enough, Liverpool done him. I've got more subs on this channel than Villarreal have population in their fucking city. How the hell did that guy get to a Champions League semi after winning the Europa League against 2 of the biggest 3 clubs in England, after knocking out the biggest club in fucking Germany and the biggest club in Italy, after getting out of a group with the biggest club in England? Come on. Yeah?
Look at what he's done with Ollie Watkins.
But always
look at what he's done with Ollie Watkins. Look at what he's done with Ollie Watkins, yeah? Name me a player in this squad that's developed their weakness, has improved on their weakness. When he took over from Gerrard, they were sinking towards relegation. 17, 18. Ollie Watkins and even Ollie Watkins came out and says, he started telling me what was wrong with my game, where I should be, how I should read the game. All of a sudden, Ollie Watkins banging in goals.
Bro, and every club, sorry to cut you,
wanted Ollie Watkins.
For a personal side, yeah. But let me say, yeah, this guy, yeah, yes, he is not a world-class Pep Ancelotti manager. He's still a fucking elite gaffer, bro. He's won more in Europe than we have as a football club, and most clubs have, yeah, right? But let me tell you now, yeah, we slapped Lacazette and Aubameyang were cooking under this guy. Everywhere this guy goes, he gets his strikers to bang. Yeah. Yes, you'll have the 30 shots against Watford. Yeah. Let's not forget this dickhead who manages us. Yeah. Had fucking about 26 against us against Brighton and about 28 against fucking Leeds United, by the way. But Pepe got sent off. Whatever. Yeah. This manager cooks with his strikers. Moreno. Yeah. Gerard Moreno cooking. Yeah. Aubameyang, Lacazette cooking. Aubameyang won the Golden Boot, shared it with Mane and Salah that season. We scored 7 against fucking Valencia in the Europa League semi. Slapped Valencia. Hat trick at the Mestalla, bruv. Yeah.
All true.
Ollie Watkins cooking. Yeah, they're not great. They're Aston fucking Villa. But guess what? They've got more European pedigree than we have. Yeah, the year I was born, they won the Champions League, European Cup. And on that bombshell,
The thing is, Lee, I just want to ask this question, right? Ask this the panel, right? And I answered the question a bit back. The fanzine that guy was talking about was called Gun Flash back in the day.
Gun Flash, that's it. Yes, come on, Gun Flash. Yes,
I went actually up the loft today and found some. To be honest, I couldn't think the name of it. Anyway, my point is this, right? Do you honestly think, guys, all of you, Northside, Dale, Lee, Matty, chat, do you think the Cronkies are going to step in and say enough is enough? Because my question is this, right? My question is this. He hasn't been given a new contract yet. Right? Do you think they're holding off? Maybe the Cronkies, not that we want them, we don't want them, right? Do you think they're just holding off at the moment and thinking
top 4 is the aim, Jez?
Well, I question that.
They were there in the stadium, Jez. They were there. The Cronkies were in the stadium. You know that?
Oh, he actually turned up. Fuck me. Wow.
Both Josh and his dad were in the stadium.
Yeah.
Kenny, my question is this, man. Question is this, right? Do you think, and I know it's all about the money. I get that. I understand that, right? It's a cash cow. Yeah. Is it going to take, Kenny, right? You go week in, week out. You're relentless, right? You spend a lot of money. Do you think to get him out, right, it's going to be the likes of you who pay your season ticket, but you don't turn up? Well, you might turn up outside the ground. I know that's a tough ask. I know it is. It's a But do you think that's the only way we're going to get him out?
You don't. It doesn't have to be like that. All you have to do is be there and just show your discontent. Look what happened with Unai Emery. At the end of the day,
they don't do that. We saw that on Sunday. You were there. They all walked out. They didn't boo the players. They didn't boo the bloody manager. Right? You're there. You are faithful. You stood there. You did your you were streaming on Instagram. I watched you, man. Right?
Yeah.
Didn't see. They're all fucked off.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
But the thing about it, two things have happened. The Arsenal Football Club have locked in a lot of the major podcasters. They've locked in the major YouTubers, and they've actually locked in the major celebrities, and all of them to a man are backing this manager. So in terms of discontent, they know that us in the seats, we'll have a say, but we can be ignored, because as long as they look at the falsehood, which is social media, because let's get it right. If you want to look at the percentage fan base on social media, probably about 1%. The other 99% don't have social media, don't care. They go to the pub and they actually watch football in the way they were watching it 50 years ago. Go to the match, go for a pub, have a fish and chips, have a Chinese, and talk about the game, go home to their wives. That's the majority of Arsenal fans still do that, but they're not the ones who will go on AFTV. They don't come on our shows and won't go on any other shows, because as far as they're concerned, it's Arsenal through and through, and it's a hobby. So really and truly, we're untouched. Club don't care. But as I said, I think Northside alluded to it, or Lee, as long as we're in the top 4 and we're on top 4 on a regular basis, all the Cronkies are interested in is the TV money that you're going to get, not just from TNT, but you've got the Amazon deal next year, and then obviously another thing you've got TV rights from across the globe. So with the expanded Champions League and Arsenal being in it, what will happen is that Arsenal will be shown on TV on at least 4 occasions next season, and if they get through the group stages and they do their usual bit, get out the last 6 in the quarterfinals, probably another 4 games, 8 games. That way you can promote the Kroenke's brand, because at the end of the day, America, that's all it's about. It's not so Arteta, as long as he gets us in the top 4, he's going to be getting away with murder. But the problem is when he stops getting in the top 4, that's when we get him out. But by that time, the damage will be done, because the better players will be poached by the Man Cities, Real Madrids, who knows, and even Newcastle.
How can it? Look, right? Yeah, we saw what happened when I was still going with Wenger, right? Get Wenger out, blah blah. People weren't turning up. They were losing their revenue on the concourse. People were pissed off. People were fighting each other, arguing and shouting, and God knows what else. You were there. You saw it. I saw it. Right? How can we get this manager out, Kenny?
Turn the tide. Turn the tide. The best way to get rid of this manager is if the tide turns and there's more pressure for people, the bigger social media channels and the bigger fan groups, to say, right, enough's enough. All it needs is for one of them to say, right, you know what, we're giving this guy 5 years. He hasn't won a trophy, and we don't think we're going to win a trophy. And the minute they start doing it, it becomes a domino effect. And when it becomes a domino effect, that will trigger into the stadium, and then that's how it goes. Because right now, I'm telling you now, there's only going to be a small amount of patience a lot of people have. Right now, people's patience are wearing thin. We're not the ones who are shouting the loudest. Reason why we get exposed as, i.e., the negative ones, is because we've been consistent. But let me tell you something now. Behind the scenes, they're all saying the same things. But as soon as they start expressing the same sentiments that we're expressing, then he'll have to go, because at the end of the day, there'll be no North London forever. There's going to be no, we got Mick Arteta. I'll tell you now, we fuck up against Wolves, and then Chelsea becomes catastrophic, because that's the next home game on TNT Sports, and fans are booing if we don't get over the line, and it comes to realisation that we're not going to win the league. I think the tide will turn. They don't have to walk out. They just have to boo loudly, and then
why weren't they doing it? Why were they not there? Why when we lost, capitulated, right? Why were those fans not? I've been there. I've been there. You've done it, right? And booed the team off the park. I've been there and booed, right? Other managers off. I was there when I booed Terry Neal. I went up to Islington Town Hall to get him out the bleeding club, right? The protest, yeah? The fact remains, why do the fans not do it? Because that's the only way.
You know why the fans? Because simple reason is that the club have got the fans by the balls. The club want me out. They want me out. They don't want me there no more. The fact that they're making it, the fact that they're basically telling me that if I miss more than 2 games next season, I'll lose my season ticket. It's basically saying, if you don't behave and toe the line, you're out. So that's how they get rid of it.
That's bollocks.
Yeah, they don't care if we all walk away, because they know we've got a lot of.
They couldn't care whether it's you, Kenny, Northside, Dow, Matty, myself, anyone in the chat. Guess what? There's 100,000 people waiting to take your ticket. Yeah. And guess what? Out of them 100,000 people, maybe 55,000 of them will spend more money than Kenny can. They'll take their chances, isn't it?
The only way that this will turn is if we could completely capitulate all the way down back to where we were. Look, the only saving grace this year is we pretty much going to be in Europe, regardless of the fact. It will really take us getting out of Europe for everybody to turn around. This is the thing that I've been trying to tell people, that it's going to be the worst. When it's the absolute worst is when everybody's going to start looking around. It's going to be like it was with Wenger. Because everybody would just remember when Wenger was here, everybody kept saying, hey, it's getting bad, it's getting bad, it's getting bad. And then when it finally hit that, whoa, we're out of Europe, we're way behind the pace, we got to make some changes. Folks fighting in the stadium, that's when it's going to change. When it gets bad, when they show it on TV, because y'all remember when they showed the scenes of fans fighting, pulling on each other on international TV.
We were there, bro. Yeah. We were there.
That's when
people punch each other up at games.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Kenny, people were trying to fucking give me the Bertie, yeah, and fucking Kenny walked around the corner. Yeah, but it was all pavement jumping, no swings, no punches and all that, yeah, because it's all mouth. Yeah. But Kenny, you said on the stream on Monday on the podcast, yeah, you said that there was fans arguing in the ground the other day. Oh, why are you having a go at him? Yeah, big up my boy Jay, yeah. My boy Jay is a real one of my best friends on the whole planet. His dad, John, big up John, yeah. He's had a season ticket 51 years. He's 60. Fucking 51 years since he was 9. Yeah. After we bottled a title and we did the lap of shame, he was walking out. And he's in the upper tier. I think he's block 118, 117, something like that. Yeah. Right. And all of the people around him, older heads like him, are going, "Where you going, John? You're not going to celebrate what we've done this season." He went, "I ain't celebrating bollocks." Yeah. They're like, "Oh, why are you being like this?" This is older heads as well. Yeah. He said to me when he came out here, when he came out last summer, he said, "This might be my last season at this football club, watching this club and paying to watch that shit." Yeah. So it might be my last season. Yeah. But this is the thing. The reason these people are on it and so engrossed in it, and nobody can say we're seen as the, "Oh, you're negative, you're doing it for clicks." Motherfucker, if I was gnawing off the process, I'd have 1 million subs. Yeah, do me a favor. Yeah, seriously, do me a favor. The reason people are so sucked into it is because of the constant PR. And also, you can speak multiple languages, yeah, fluently. Yeah, you can speak multiple languages fluently. Yeah, why? Yeah, why? Because you hear the same word or the same phrase over and over and over and over again. It opens a new neurological pathway in your brain. You remember it. Yeah.
But it's society.
Process, roadmap to get back to normality. Trust the process. Infection rate. Yeah?
It's not just football, though. It's society.
It's
society.
Up, guys.
It's society. If you question anything about to do with the world, conspiracy. If you don't want to stay in your home, that time everybody had to be in your home, oh, you're not listening to the rules. If you question your family, oh, you're the problem. You're the black sheep. If you say anything at work when anything's wrong, you're a problematic worker. Society train us to fall in line. Let's keep it real. It's not just a football.
Why do you need a holiday in the summer? Oh, I'm going on a summer holiday. Why don't you have a winter holiday or a spring holiday?
If you get to a certain age, why haven't you got kids? What's it got to do with you? It's my life. If you get to a certain age, you reach a certain age in your life, why have you not got kids? Why are you not married? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? Why are you not settling down? It's my flipping
Why do you
life.
smoke on camera? Because I can. Why are you sat in a dressing gown? Because I can. Yeah.
It's society.
Why do you talk like that?
And they don't want things of the past. They don't want Black Panthers. They don't want people rioting. They don't want unions. They don't want things like that. They want everyone to fall in line, and then it affects football. Football's life. If you're the type of person that accepts bullcrap in your life, I bet you trust the process. If you're the type of person that doesn't call out things, you're going to trust and go along with the flow because you've always been that person, because you'll be condemned. I'm sure all of us have got it in certain stages of our life. As soon as you speak differently, you're the problem. And then everybody bullies you and clamps down on what you got to say. People don't like it. People don't like when you challenge them. People don't like when you have a different opinion. It's all about everybody fall in line. Why don't you do anything? Why don't you do the same thing? If you like to listen to different music or if you like to dance, there's so many different aspects of life. You do anything that's out of the norm, you're criticized. When I used to go salsa, why are you going salsa? You're black. Why are you going salsa for? No, but it's true though.
You're a skinny dyke, bro.
It's true. I remember my mum used to get criticized. Why? What language are you speaking? Portuguese, but you're black. What the hell's it got to do with you? I don't have to give you my flipping ancestry.com to show you where I'm from. What's it to you? If we're speaking Portuguese, you don't know where I'm from. You don't know me. People criticize what is different, or they don't like people that aren't different. They like to force you to be the same as everybody else.
And
whether it's family, football, anything, they don't like it. It's tribalism in everything. It's tribalism in everything, Lee. Within your family that you have to fall in line of certain hierarchies. Certain cultures have certain hierarchies. I know mine does. It's society, bro.
Little box. That's why you have to be compartmentalized. People don't like you or me or Dow, Lee, Matty, Kenny, to go against the grain. It's because they can't handle that. Oh my God! Somebody's going against what I think. Oh, it's panic.
Yeah, because they're being bombarded, Jez.
Because at the end of the day,
everywhere they look, it's propaganda. Arteta, trust the process.
I tell you the propaganda on Arsenal. The propaganda.
Like Matty, Lee, Northside, Dale, Kenny, me, and a few others out there. If you've got the bollocks to stand up there and say, "Fuck you," right? I don't agree with what you're telling me, right? They don't like it. Oh, you can't say that, Jez. You
You're
can't
toxic.
say that.
You're controversial.
No, you're going against the grain. No. You're going against the narrative. You're going against the popularity. No. You can't do that. Bollocks, mate. I've gone against it all my fucking life. I've fought my way all my life. Right? I've pissed many people off, but I've still succeeded. And the fact of what you just said, Northside, is bang on, fella. Bang on. Because at the end of the day, anybody that calls out that stupid fucking bullshit narrative that, oh, you're black, you can't say that. Fuck off. Right? Hey. Do it. Do fucking one. Do one. And I'm going to say this one thing to you, right? Anol Nakrak Ustoth Bethod. There you go. Bit of Welsh for you. The only bit I know, my grandma.
And you say the train station with about 1 billion fucking L's in it. L, non, go.
That's the one little bit of Welsh my grandma taught me. At the end of the day, bollocks to everybody. If you don't like the fact that you can't handle the pressure of what real people talk about, and we're not going to get into the narrative of, right, religion and all that bollocks, right? But the fact is, if you've got the fact and the announce and the actual raw brain and bollocks to come on live and show your face on a camera, right to hundreds of people, then that shows you've actually got something to fucking say about. Because at the end of the day, I'm fed up of listening to these bullshit people that sit behind their little blooming monitors on their keyboards and giving it all a big one, and then they cry when it all goes wrong. Stick it up your
or
fucking
go to bed.
Yeah,
I'm tired. We are the real people that put it out there. We are the real people that put it out there. I'm not ever going to be compared, right, as a fake fan or a plastic fan or whatever. Because we've all been there. I've stood on the bloody terraces with Kenny. Well, not literally, but I've been there, right? And I've done it for bloody years. And I'm fed up with these people that make out they're better than me about Arsenal. No, I'm fed up with it because I know what I'm talking about. And I'm saying right now, people, Arteta out. You're a fucking arsewhite prick. Get out the club. Cronkies, get out my club. Fed up with it. Yeah, I've had enough of this. I've seen it for way too long. I have gone down too many bad journeys. Right?
And the thing is, Jez, sorry to cut you off here. The thing is, you're not saying you're better than other fans, yeah? But at least have some shame. Yeah? Have some shame. Have some shame. Oi, we found shame, bruv. A gal's woke up, bruv. Yeah, he's come out of his coma, bruv. A gal's woke up. He's backstage.
Is he coming on?
Yo, a gal's backstage, bruv. He's in the green top. Yeah?
I'll mute him.
For Bayern. Like,
I'll mute him.
Anyone in the chat that slags him off.
I want to hear what he's got to say.
And be nice to him. He's turned up, yeah? Right? And I'll always say this, same with that Marcel that goes on Said's channel. If you put your camera on and you back your talk, whether we agree or not, whether we think you're deluded, which I think a gal is, but I think he's a nice, humble brother. Yeah, I agree with about 10% of what he says. He's shown up. It's 10-3 Spanish time. It's 10-2 UK time. Anyone who needs to bounce at any point, put it in the private. I'll shout your channel out. You shout your thing out, and we bounce.
Hey, Lee, I knew he couldn't sleep after a performance like that.
He couldn't sleep, bro. He's having nightmares, bro. What are you saying, Miguel? But it's Bayern, bro. Eric Dyer at centre back. Talk to me. Pray for Bayern.
Bro, truly feel humbled. And, like, let's be honest. You guys probably were all saying it's going to be a tough tie. I thought we were going to roll over Bayern. I thought the way that they're playing, we're going to end up beating them. And for us to lose, it was a close tie. But the final game, second half, like we were flat. We didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. We didn't lay a glove on them. And it's just like the worst part about it is we went out without fighting. Where are the fighters in this team? That's what's really pissing me off. I know you guys.
Go on, carry on.
I know everyone's gonna talk about Bukayo Saka. Everyone's gonna talk about.
No, I was gonna say, why do you think it was a tough second half? Because that was a table tennis match, and we had them by the balls at half time. Yeah, because they were the ones that were like in their own ground. We could have just sat there, parked the bus. I thought we were the better team. I think we all agree on that. Everyone agrees that we were the better team in the first half. We had them by the cojones at half time, and then we decided to go, let's go table tennis match against a better manager and better team.
No, once they got the goal, we panicked. Let's be honest. We kept them quiet defensively. Harry Kane, we kept him quiet, but it doesn't matter because they ended up getting a set piece goal, and that was pretty much it.
And what did we offer after that? What did Arteta do after that, bro?
Bro, I'll keep it real with you. The whole team buckled. They didn't do enough. That's just the reality. I can't sit here and start lying to you guys, telling you guys, oh, we could have done this, we could have done that. No, it was really flat. No one offered anything. We could have played another 100 minutes. We wouldn't have scored a goal, it looked like. And that Bayern team, it just goes to show you small margins. To me personally, I think the biggest issue, you guys can talk about the manager, but I think the biggest issue is that nobody in this team looks to be a difference maker and takes the game by the scruff.
We haven't got much players.
Nobody in this team is that guy. And I think it could possibly be the manager at times because maybe he wants them to play a certain way, a rigid style of football. But how is it that you have Cole Palmer doing what he's doing at Chelsea, taking games by the scruff of the neck?
No pressure. I'll tell you why. Yeah, Cole Palmer's got no pressure at Chelsea because they're shit. Yeah, he knows he's the best player at that football club. Bukayo Saka knows he drops a stinker. Half the fan base are going to be on him, and he will be racially abused. We know this. Let's just be real with it. Yeah,
it's not right, but it's going to happen because people are sick.
It's factual. Yeah. However, the way this fan base, not all of them, but a large percentage, have put him on a pedestal like he's the second coming of Ronaldinho. Yeah, he done fuck all game, bruv. He done nothing against Villa. Yeah, he scored against.
I'm gonna come on my laptop. 1 second.
Yeah, he scored against Bayern in the first leg and disappeared and then dived. Right, but let's be real. Cole Palmer, mad season, no pressure. Yeah, because they're 10th, 9th, 8th. Yeah, he can do what he wants. Do it again next season. Yeah, and not only that, he knows he's better than everyone at that football club. Bukayo Saka is a limited footballer, right? But when Bukayo Saka is up against it, folds every time, starts limping. Oh, yeah, or maybe he was concussed from the ball in his face. Yeah, at the same time, yeah, we have to look at this manager because you said about rigid football. Yeah, we should have gone fucking park the bus second half and spring the attack. Instead, we can see the goal by going toe to toe against a better team in their backyard with a better gaffer who's won the Champions League and lost a final, that's won multiple fucking titles and trophies. Yeah, and then as soon as we can see the goal, it's gone from contained football to just throw everyone on. It's erratic. Yeah, they were smelling blood. They could have scored 2 or 3 more, literally 2 minutes after they scored that goal. Yeah, and this is why I don't rate him, because he's got a game plan up until a certain point, and then he gets all in his feelings. At half time, what was the team talk? Go out in the second half. We're 45 minutes away from extra time. Don't watch extra time, lads. If we get there, we get there. We'll deal with that when we get there. But don't do anything dumb. Instead, it's almost like he said, we're 2-0 down, lads. We need to go and score a goal. Yeah? And went mad, full fucking throw in the kitchen. What an idiot, bro. He done it against Villa. 2 tactically astute managers have schooled him in the last 4 days.
Igal, let me ask you a question, brother.
Yeah.
Based off of what you just said, and you said basically that we don't have any players that can get it done. Who would you remove from this team going into the next season?
Remove? First of all, I'm looking at one addition first. I'm looking at that striker position. I want Isaac in this team. I want to go to Newcastle, drop whatever it takes, go get that guy. When it comes to
Why
rules,
do you want Isak? Because Isak plays on the counter attack. He gets time and space. Yeah.
because what we
don't play
need,
counter attack football. He can't
what
play
we
with his
need-
back to goal.
what we need is more guys who offer us different elements to our game. We have guys like Jesus, Havertz, all these guys who are very similar and not fast. They can't take a game and just change it by themselves. Isak can do that. How many strikers out there in world football can we actually sign that would actually, you could say, has the experience and that can come into this team and make a difference?
Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan.
I think Lautaro Martinez is if you actually look at what he's done for Argentina and how he's performed in those games, he's always come short. Inter,
Yeah.
yes, he won league titles with Inter, but I don't really rate that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, going back to people exits. Right now, we already know there's going to be a massive Helen exodus, and I'm talking about Eddie Nketiah, I'm talking about Reece Nelson, and potentially Emil Smith Rowe. Those three, I think they're going to be out the door. In addition to them, you're going to have the likes of Jesus, and Jesus is probably going to become a bench player. What do you call it? Zinchenko is probably going to be sold to somebody across Europe. Somebody's going to take him.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah, somebody's going to take him. If I'm not mistaken, Bayern were linked to him before this tie. That's not
Bayern ain't signing him, bro.
Yeah. Listen, Bayern signed freaking Eric Dyer. Nothing's out of question.
Yeah, guess what? He was the best centre back on the pitch over two legs. Real talk. He was the best centre back on the pitch over two legs. Out of the four centre backs, he was the best. Let's not even take the
He
piss.
made a
was the
mistake
best.
leading up to the first goal in the first game.
Well, he didn't. Alphonso Davies did. He should have closed Saka down. Other than that, he was the best centre back on the pitch over two legs. Let's just deep it.
You want to know something? I was going to ask you guys though. You constantly talk about the manager and managerial change. Don't you feel like the number two changing under Mikel Arteta's stewardship next season with this Galbert Heinze guy coming in? Can't that be the difference that will maybe bring more experience to this team?
I hear what you're saying, but what influence was a number two? What when you look at managers like Mikel and obviously Klopp, and and obviously Pep. Sometimes you look at the number two, but unless he's got that amount of influence in decision making, he's not going to make much difference. Because at the end of the day, if he's this greater number two, isn't that going to sort of overshadow the guy who's in charge? Because what's going to happen is that guy in charge, like I said, he's going to have the final say. But as the players see that they're not in the same level, and this number two is better than the number one we got. And I think that's going to make a problem. I do think that it has to be personnel change because, games like today find out your level. And to a certain extent, we're hurting badly because the fact is that what was going to be a promising season 2 weeks ago is now thinking, you know what, we can't go through this again. We can't play this great football and lead the table. And then all of a sudden, we've got nothing to show it and we're shitting our pants right now. But the situation is right now is that you've given these guys enough chances and you're thinking, right, can they do it at a bigger level? Can they do it at a bigger level? And then sometimes you've got to have to say, right, if you really, really are dissatisfied on the left-hand side, then you've got to say, right, as much as you like Tomiyasu, he's not a left back, so we need to get another left back in. As much as you like Martinelli, you like his youthful experience, exuberance, you've got to look at it and say, right, is there better than Martinelli out there? And if you think there's better than Martinelli, and you know you can get more money for Martinelli, you've got to do it because I always say, buy when you're strong. Now, you think we're relatively strong, we still got to buy because you think about it right now. Arsenal should be have a squad where they should be able to compete at all fronts because that's what's holding us back. At the moment, we've got a squad that can just about get us competing in the league. But when it gets to the business end of the season, when you get injuries, like last season, we were on Dan's show and you said, right, we lost Saliba. We had to go to Rob Holding and that cost us. But the fact is that the manager himself should know that there's a quality gap between Saliba and Holding. So he has to get someone else in. He's bought Kivior, but he can't play Kivior because Gabriel was left-footed. So Kivior takes his position. So that's where the manager has to do his work properly. He has to go to that board and say, right, I want these guys out because to go that extra line, I need A, B, and C. Now, if he can't get A, B, and C, and he's settling for having players, giving contracts to Nelson and then Nketiah, how much influence has the manager really got?
Kenny, can I? It's all good, isn't it? Talking about all this. At the end of the day, it comes down to one thing, right? Enough is enough. Get rid of the manager. Get rid of him. Done. He's had his time. He's had his £700 million. He hasn't got us anywhere. 17th cup competition gone. Domestic Europe done. Egal.
One out of
mate, the fact remains, enough is enough. Domestic.
Yeah, let me ask you this again.
He's under surveillance. He's under surveillance based on how
this
the
ain't
team.
CCTV, bro. This is not Crime Stoppers, bro. Yeah,
No.
real talk. He's under surveillance until what? You said at the start of the season, win a trophy or he needs to go. Now you're saying he's under surveillance. Then he needs his pieces. Yeah. Then next season when we don't win, you think it'll be, oh, but he got so close again, and we improved. Bro, come on, when's enough? Yeah, I've never seen a more protected manager in my life. Yeah, he's spent enough money. He's had enough years. Yeah, he's got enough of his own squad. He's had enough of his own ways. He's got rid of Aubameyang, Ozil, yeah, so on and so forth. Yeah, he's got in all the players he wants. Yeah, it's his squad. He's spent a record fee for our football club. Yeah, then the third highest record fee. Yeah, he's bottled against Villarreal in his first season. By the way, the manager he bottled to, was managing Villarreal. Yeah, he then bottled top four. Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh, sign Eddie up to a new deal because he did this at Stamford Bridge to an empty stadium."
You want to know something though?
Fourth to fifth, he then bottles a title, 8 points clear. He then bottles everything again, bro. When's enough? Enough?
Don't forget.
Let me just say this though. Let me just say this though. This might not be something that people want to talk about. It's still fresh. We just lost, but it's small margins. It's one goal. It's a Champions League. It's a cup competition. These things can happen, right? The issue that we have is it happens consecutively. It happens year after year. Now, we can all admit, even though it's happened year after year, we've still seen improvements throughout those years. Yes, we haven't won the major honors to show that we've gotten over that final hurdle. But every single year, I've seen gradual improvements.
Telling me about improvements, Miguel. Please, bro. Stop telling me about improvements.
That's the reality.
Miguel, bro, with the improvements don't matter when there's nothing at the end to show for it.
No, but you can't stay here. You can't sit here and say, "Oh, you're gonna dethrone the treble-winning side like that." You're not gonna sit here and say, "After not being in the Champions League for 7 years, we're gonna go and win it." The reality is, I expected us to beat Bayern.
It wasn't about the Champions League, though, Egal. It wasn't about the Champions League. You're talking about improvements, yeah? Let's go through the improvements that we needed from last season. And listen, we needed a striker. We didn't address that. We needed a bench that can be effective. We didn't address that. We needed a competition in certain positions. Now you see our centre-backs dropping a stinker, no competition. Saka dropping a stinker, no competition. If Odegaard drops a stinker, there's no competition. There's no one even coming close to him in the team to replace him. There's so many positions in this team that there's no competition for. We love the fact that Declan Rice, Partey now has Declan Rice. We celebrate the fact that Martinelli's got Trossard. You're talking about improvements. There was clear improvements that we needed. You're talking about getting an assistant. How many assistants did Fergie have? What did they go on to do? How many assistants Villas-Boas under Mourinho? What did he go and do? Let's keep it real. When it's in-game management, it's the final says of the manager. The team selections of the manager. It's on the manager. We shouldn't be looking at if the assistants, you're basically saying, can the assistant do the job that this manager can't do? Which indirectly you're saying this manager ain't good enough. The thing is, what do you rate managers on, Igal? We all rate managers and players on trophies. You cannot tell me this guy with one FA Cup is the best manager for Arsenal. He's not. He's not. And when you look at other teams that had nearly men, and the clearest one comes out of Brendan Rodgers, you have to cut your ties if it's not working. I don't think Liverpool go back and say, oh, how could we have worked it? How could it worked out with Brendan Rodgers? Bro, at the end of the day, clear things. And not only player selection, Then you look at team management, Igal. ESR plays well against Luton, doesn't get a game, bro. Doesn't get a game. Certain players know that they're starting in this team regardless. You should never have a team that feel like my spot is cemented in the team. We didn't even have that under the Invincibles, bro. We didn't even have that under the Invincibles. Every competitive team knows that their spot is up for grabs if they don't perform. And there's multiple positions where certain players just play. Declan Rice is playing. I know Partey's just come back from injury.
If Gilberto drops a stinker, Edu's in.
Playing, bro. Trossard, yeah, and I said it before, Trossard has been performing for us in Europe. Yet he's the one that's always moved around. While Kai Havertz, yeah, his form can go up and down. We carried him for the first 18 appearances. He stays in the team. Trossard can perform. He's dropped. These inconsistencies ain't correct, bro. If players are in form, play players that in form, or give minutes to players that are actually doing something.
Smith Rowe got man of the match. What happened next? We ain't seen him.
Did some of those players not play like one of their worst games over these last 3 games?
Smith Rowe got man of the match. Man of the match. Has he played since?
Okay, forget about Smith Rowe for a second.
No, because you said some of these players
I'm talking about our best players. Like Declan Rice has been one of our best players this season.
Yeah,
he's had terrible games.
Not in recent games ago.
He's been having bad performances. Are you putting all these bad performances, unpredictable bad performances from some of these players in the pressure?
Unpredictable. If a player can think a game after game, he should be held accountable.
No, simply, I'm saying at this moment in time, we're scapegoating the manager who's constructed this squad based on how he utilized the squad and man management. I get that. You can criticize the man management and the performances with the substitutions and how he impacts the game. Fair. But when you have players who throughout the whole entire season have been consistent and they shit themselves on the big stage, for example, Bukayo Saka having a terrible performance, Declan Rice having unprecedentedly bad performances. We've seen Gabriel Magalhaes go from player of the season for Arsenal this season to having unprecedented errors back to back. And you're telling me I should be getting at the manager and I should want the manager sacked because some of these guys can't handle the pressure? Is it my fault?
Because that's
is it my fault when I'm looking at this team and I'm saying
team selection and mentalities on the manager? Team selection and mentalities on the manager. If you're going to praise him for building a team, you have to criticize him when he's not taking players out that are out of form. I never said that those players can never return to the starting lineup.
Yeah, and a football philosophy and a team is a reflection of the manager, right? So you know what a Pep team is going to do. They're going to swarm you. Okay, but you're saying
Pep team shot themselves in the Champions League before. Also, we all witnessed what they did against Leon. We all witnessed what they did against Real Madrid.
Let me land, innit?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know what Jurgen Klopp's team is going to do? They're heavy metal, 100 mile an hour. It's erratic. They'll give you bare chances. They hope you miss, but they're going to create more than you. Why? Because none of their fucking attackers are clinical. So they have to create 100,000 chances and spam crosses left, right, and centre and cause panic and press high. A Pep team, is going to pass you off the park and have 74, 75, 78, 81, 82% possession. But eventually, some way, somehow, they're either going to get a Rodri dagger, a Haaland dagger, or a Foden doing a madness, or a Bernardo stepping up. Yeah. Or tonight, KDB steps up. Fair enough. They lost on pens. Cool. Right. You know what they're going to do. What is Arsenal? Yeah. Arsenal is a fucking fugazi, bruv. Yeah. This manager overthinks it. And do you know why he overthinks it? Right. He overthinks it because he's trying to be Pep. We've seen it in the All for Nothing. We've seen it in his interviews. We've seen it in certain clips. Oh, wheel out the... You'll never walk alone with the speakers. Yo, guys, this is a cigarette packet, guys. Cigarillo LEME Azul. Yeah. Be the unicorn, guys. Yeah. The bumps in the light, guys. Oh, my God, guys. Yeah, guess what? We got pammed at Anfield after he played that. Yeah. How about be yourself? Tommy Tuchel is himself. Tommy Tuchel beat Pep in the Champions League final. Is his football anywhere near... Yeah, whether he was at Chelsea, whether he was at Bayern, whether he was at PSG, is it anywhere near reminiscent of Pep? No. Klopp, is it anywhere near reminiscent of Pep? No. Yeah. Anyone who's beaten This guy, Conte, beat him to a title. Anyone who beats this manager to a title or a trophy, yeah, don't play his style of football. The problem we have is this guy has sat next to an icon of the game, yeah, who I've seen the greatest ever football team ever. Pep's Barca is the greatest team I've ever seen, yeah, and this guy has sat next to him for 4 years. Does anyone know the assistant who looks like Kevin Keegan, who sits next to him now? Does anyone know his name? What's the assistant's name? Should we hire him next?
I'll take him at Arsenal.
Should we hire him next, Al? Yeah,
Yes,
real talk.
yes.
On that basis alone, we should have hired Steve Bold because he sat next to Arsene Wenger for 7 years.
Take
Yeah,
him now
let's
too,
just be
bro.
real with it. Yeah, the facts and reality is anyone, and people will sit there and go, oh, it's a Farmers League, 115, 115. I didn't hear none of that 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Now all
I
of a
didn't hear
sudden,
Arteta out 2 weeks ago.
well, I've been saying it all season. I've been
Then you
saying
weren't
it for
tuning into
4.5
my
years.
channel.
Oh yeah,
Right.
we
2019, bro.
Watch Matty.
Yeah,
I'm
come
ju-
on,
I'm just
Miguel, come on, listen.
I'm
Miguel,
just gonna
I know you-
I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna keep it simple. We've regressed to a point where we were not in the Champions League and we were not competitive at all. Arteta
Facts.
came in, he got this team back competitive.
So
He's
he's
now
got
got
us
us
back
back.
to the level
He's
we
got us
was,
back.
but the team not
He's-
good enough, hence why we
He's
wanted
got us
Wenger out.
back. 1 second. As much as you want to say he's got us back to the level that we were at, you cannot deny the fact that he got us back into the Champions League. He's got
Yeah,
us
and
back
fair play to
competing
that.
for the league. He's got us back competing for the league. He's going up against a Pep Guardiola and a Jurgen Klopp, who were managers when he was still a football player. On top of that, the Champions League, we haven't been in it in 7 years. I know you guys are not sitting here upset because we didn't win the competition. You're just upset because we got knocked out today.
Hearing
Right?
your
What kind of
excuses,
excuses,
man.
Miguel?
At the end of the day,
One
it's
second.
the same narrative all the time.
I'm just simply saying, wanting this manager sacked. One second. I think
Jez,
wanting
let
the
him land
manager
and then
sacked.
go. Jez,
I
let him
think
land.
wanting,
Jez,
I think
let him
wanting the
land and
manager
then go.
sacked.
Don't
1
make up
second.
excuses, man.
I'm just
Jez,
telling
Jez,
you my
Jez,
criteria.
Jez, let him land.
My
and then
criteria,
think about it.
my
Go.
criteria to want Arteta, my criteria to ever see regression, that is when I would look at Arteta and I'd say, you know what? That's when he might need to be going. At this moment in time, I've not seen any regression. All I've seen is gradual, even though it might be baby steps in your opinion. All I've seen is gradual improvements from where we were prior years. Every year, we've taken steps closer. And when I look at Pep Guardiola and all the times where he's come short with Bayern Munich at winning the Champions League, City winning the Champions League, when I look at Klopp coming short in all those years, the managers sometimes take time for them to get to that step where they start winning and
Klopp
continue to
qualified for
win.
Champions League.
It's not a
first full
thing.
season,
It's not a
and
thing
then
where you
got
just
to
snap
two
your
finals
fingers.
in a row.
And I just want to say one more thing before I move on. I think there's a psychological issue at Arsenal Football Club at this moment in time.
Thank you.
Not
Go on, Jez,
not
go on.
only with the
Miguel,
players,
land your last point and let Jez
not
go.
only with the players, the fact that we have the same history where we continuously slip at this time of the year, it is the thing where it is a psychological edge that City and whoever we play has over us with their experience. And the only way you get over that hurdle is if you start to get more experienced players in. So hopefully going forward, we can start signing more experienced players that have that experience of winning major honors that can help get us over this line. Because right now, that mental issue continues to linger at this time of the year. And I don't think it's just a managerial thing. It's clearly coming from the players themselves also.
That he signed. Go on, Jez.
The thing is, ego. I mean, I hear what you're telling me, right? But when do you stop the failure? If you've just made the statement, you've just said it, right? You've made out that it's a mentality thing. So you have to question the management. And the buck stops with Arteta. If he hasn't got the strength to actually get the players up for a game, like on the weekend at Villa, after they had seen Liverpool lose to Palace, yeah, if he can't boost the team enough to do that, it's his failure. It's his failure, man. So
Listen,
at the end of the
the
day,
manager is always accountable. But
well, you have to say, has he got the mental strength in himself to
Well, why do you look at me?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, I quote you this. This is a fact I watched the other day, right? When we went to the iconic game in '89 at Anfield, right? George Graham was given a very quick interview before the game by John Motson, right? Iconic commentator. And John Motson said to him, "Are you worried about the game?" He went, "No, we just got to win by 2 clear goals, and I've told the team." And they did it. Now, what does that tell you about a manager that actually says, "I'm not bothered, I'm not worried, we're just going to do it"?
Brian Clough, bruv, getting Derby to a Champions League final after doing back-to-back with Forest.
Brian Clough was I'll slap your head, bro. Fuck off, Bella. I'll talk you. I'll go toe to toe with you anytime, fella. You've been slagging me all night.
Five unskippable, Lee.
Ooh, I'm on a different page, bro. Hey, Mods, where you at? Do your job. Yeah, do your job. Block these dickheads in the chat, bro.
You've been going toe to toe with me all night, fella.
Don't worry, I'm not even looking at
Hey, Mods, block these dickheads. Anyone who slags my people off, yeah, that are on this panel, yeah. Anyone who slags anyone off on this panel, yeah, block them. Yeah, block them. It's like fake scores. Anyone who slags the panel off, block them.
He goes toe to toe.
Hey, I got a question for you. What did you think about the 2010 era with Chelsea switching manager after manager, but still winning things?
I don't think that's sustainable in today's football.
Actually, I didn't finish what I was saying to Ego. Sorry to James. Now, Ego.
I block that EO Deporter in the chat. I don't even know where he is. I don't even know who it is. Just, mods, yeah. You beg to be mods, yeah. You beg to be mods, yeah. Do your fucking job.
En la basura.
Yeah, come on, Betty.
He's disrespectful to all of us. So
what's his name, Jez?
It's just A.
Oh, he's blocked. He's blocked. Big up Yeti, man. He's blocked him. Go on, Jez. Finish.
Anyway, Egal, respect, mate. Sorry, I didn't respect finish what I was saying to you. You have to say, Egal, that you made the comment about the mindset, and I agree with you to a point. I do, right? But you have to look at where is the manager in that mindset, because if he can't get the team big up for a game, right, like at Sunday, like tonight, we had the chance tonight. We give it, but we just couldn't get it over the line. Then my question to you is this, right? Before I start waffling, you have to call it at some point. You have to say, that's it. You've done your best you can do, Arteta. You've done it. You've tried the best, but you just couldn't get it over the line. We need to change it up, and we need to move on. It's like in any bad relationship, man. Any bad relationship, you have to sometimes say, that's it. Move on.
A guy would take a Jeremy Carl and say we could still work on it.
Like earlier, my question to you all about the Chelsea thing is because they have trophies to prove that they brought different managers in to get tunes out of those players that Chelsea fans at the times were like, they were done with them at times. So but the modern era, but they're getting top managers there that got a tune out of those players. Why don't you think we can do the same? And I'm not one for switching managers every other season.
You've been very positive.
Let me just answer this.
No, go one sec. Now, you've come against me, Pauls, yeah, this season with TJ on the American Idiot Show, and you've said, "Yo, but Guns, what about this?" And you've been fighting against me not indirectly. You've been fighting directly against me, saying, "Yo, but Lee, can't you see this? And what about this?" You've been ultra positive this season and last season. Whenever we've done shows, you've been ultra positive, yeah? And I know your thoughts on Wenger, hence where we first originally met, yeah? Right? You've been ultra positive this season. If you've had enough, bruv, you've had enough, innit? Yeah? Because you know what? You're tired, brother. Yeah? You're tired, yeah? And this season, until recently, yeah, until the last week or so, yeah, you've been going, yo, but Guns, what about this? You're texting, yo, Guns, try, like, bro, we can spin it. Yeah, guess what? When you've had enough, bruv, I know you've had enough. Yeah, you've had enough. There's no more excuses. The guy's dusted, bruv. Why is it so unacceptable, yeah, to say this rookie, yeah, that sat next to a ledge of the game is not it, bruv? After doing 700 mil, doing up the maddest PR I've ever seen in world football. I've never seen a more protected manager ever. Yeah,
but
He's
I've
done
never seen a more
700 mil on
criticized
4
manager.
years. Bro, he's won fuck all in 4 years. Last time
Once
he won
again,
something was with the
you know,
manager who schooled us.
One
I
second.
don't
There's
think
two things.
really-
There's two things that are being said. One, he spoke about the Chelsea thing, and then you're speaking about another thing. So I want to address both of them quite quick.
Fuck
First of
Chelsea.
all-
We're not talking about Chelsea.
No, he mentioned.
He mentioned Chelsea, but guess what? Chelsea were elite.
No, he mentioned the sacking managers. Guys,
Yeah, it
we don't have
works.
we don't have a Roman Abramovich. We're not Bayern Munich.
Doesn't
We're not Real
matter.
Madrid.
We ain't got the fan base for that.
These clubs have a structure behind the scene where everything is set up, where they can just revolve the managers and the team, and everything is set to a certain structure.
What you're saying is they actually have a fucking phase and a structure and a
What?
process.
I personally think.
No one,
even if you
bro.
think-
That's my point.
Even
My
if you
point
think
is
this
you
is
don't
wrong,
have to
I don't
prove
think
it.
that works. I don't think that works anymore in the Premier
Well,
League.
it does work because
You
the
look at
four
the
most
two-
That's
successful
what
You
I'm
look
teams
at
in
the
the
two
world
most
are
successful.
doing it every year.
You look at the two most successful teams in the last 10 years, which was Liverpool and Man City.
No,
They
no.
have not
Three
rotated
most
managers.
successful teams in the last 10 years are not Liverpool. Liverpool's not in that conversation, bro.
Real Madrid.
Liverpool won everything. As much as you want to say it's
Real
Chelsea,
Madrid and Man City.
I'm talking about in the Premier League.
Listen,
We're in the
he
Premier
got
League.
it.
We're not in.
Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea and Man City.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's been proven that what
It's been
Chelsea have been
proven that
doing.
sacking managers
It's been
works.
proven what Chelsea have been doing under Roman Abramovich is they've been building the team in how Roman Abramovich wants it, and they've been rotating managers. That only works for one team. You cannot give me another
It don't
example of
work
that
for
working.
Bayern.
No,
Because
in the
Bayern-
Premier League, who has that worked?
Okay, stop 1 second ago, yeah? Big up to everyone watching, 2.5. Smash the likes up, El Deporte, yeah? Not even 1,000 likes. Everyone's link is in the description. Sub to them, yeah?
Right.
Yeah, cool. Premier League. But we're not just in the Premier League because we're in European competition, right? And if we're going to take oh my God, the small sum, no, let's spread it out to Europe. Real Madrid's last fucking 50 managers, sorry, I'm lying. The last 17 managers Real Madrid have had, 10 of them have lasted less than 50 games. Yeah? Less than 50 games. Lopetegui lasted 14, bruv. He was sacked. They had 3 managers that season. They spot a dud real quick. Why? Yeah? Because they're elite. They're owned by their fan base. Their fans were booing Vinny Jr. off the park a week after scoring a fucking hat-trick against Barca in the Supercopa España. Right? Now go to Bayern. And if you actually want to go last 20 years, yeah? Let's go last 20 years. Real Madrid, last 20 years, have had 17 managers. Yeah? They're cleaning up. Wait. Let me land. I'll let you land. Let me land.
Okay.
Yeah? Bayern Munich, last 20 years. Cleaning up. They've had 16 managers, bruv.
In
Yeah?
a one-team league.
Chelsea, wait, I'm landing. Chelsea, last 20 years, 17 managers, bruv. Barcelona, less so, but they've still had about 8 or 9 in that time, bruv. Yeah, they're the 4 most successful clubs, along with Manchester City, who, by the way, yeah, PSG, fair enough as well. They've had a lot of managers, but the most successful clubs in and around Europe, hire and fire. Why? Because they understand the aim of elite sport, bruv. Yeah, Xavi Hernandez has quit Barca because he can't hack the pressure. Why? Legend of the football club. He won a title. He knows he can't hack it. He's got humility and left. This motherfucker's not a fucking legend of any club. Yeah, Rangers don't claim him. PSG don't claim him. Sociedad don't claim him. Barca Academy don't claim him. Yeah, nobody claims him, bruv. Everton, yeah, nobody claims him. Yeah, he thinks he's Pep. If he's got any fucking ounce of shame about him, he walks this summer. Yeah, but when you say hiring and firing is not the way forward, well, it's a proven track record, bruv.
Okay, let me give you an example. Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson, sustained success. Pep Guardiola under Man City, sustained success. When you look at Klopp, sustained success. When you look at Arsene Wenger at Arsenal for the first what was it, 7-8 years, sustained success.
He was there 23, by the way, 22. So you're taking a small sample size.
I'm giving you examples of how in the Premier League the best way to win and to build a sustained way of building is actually having a one manager and building a sustained system and
Lies.
team.
Because
Just
Ranieri
BS.
won inside how long? Conte won in his first season.
1 second.
Pellegrini
Ranieri
took
won
how
one
long?
league title.
Oh,
and then
hold
that
on,
was
hold
it.
up. Wait a minute.
That's not
Ancelotti
sustained
took-
success.
No, wait. Well, it was sustained success at Chelsea. How many managers at Chelsea won a Premier League?
No, but
How long
I
did they
told
last?
you Chelsea. I told you what Chelsea did. What Chelsea did.
Okay, cool.
was not
Okay,
the rule.
forget them. Now go to Man City. How many Man City managers have won a title?
3.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the same as Arsene Wenger, who outstayed his welcome for a decade, bruv. Yeah?
Okay, but now-
how many league titles has Klopp won in 9 years? 1. Thank you. Longevity is a myth. Yeah,
No.
They're paid employees.
Let me rebuttal that, because you said how many managers have won with Man City? 3, right? But how many have Pep won single-handedly? Oh,
Yeah, but you're
Hang
using
on it. The
to
reason
the rule.
Pep's an exceptional rule, because Pep's. You think about what
the
Pep's
exception
done.
to the rule.
Pep won titles at Bayern Munich. Previously, he created the great Barcelona side. But in his first season, all right, I'll give you your dues. First season when he finished third, they gave him a bite. But since he finished third, he got 100 points in 2018. Then he won the league by a point with 98 points, and then Liverpool out-Liverpooled him. And then the season afterwards, during lockdown, where he benefited from a lot of games in hand because his players decided that they had COVID when some didn't. He won the league. Then he won it again and again. So he's earned the right. But let's not forget, Mancini won the title on goal difference in 2012. The season afterwards, when he lost to Dresden, he got sacked. And that was they were going to sack him before he lost against Wigan. And then Pellegrini won the title when Arsenal-Liverpool gave it to him on a plate. Then after that, 2 years later, they got Pep in. So in essence, you say Pep's an exceptional rule, but let's not forget, Man City were a Chelsea, because the fact is that the mentality is that if you spend a lot of money getting it right behind the scenes, getting the world top class players you're getting in, and the manager is the sort of ice in the cake, and he can't deliver, then what will happen is that in all successful organisations they go, because as you say, the football's a temporary job. Like there's no such thing as a permanent job in football. It's a temporary job for the players and the managers and the chief executives. The fact is for Arsenal is that our argument is everyone's talking about where Arsenal were previously when Wenger left it in a mess and Emery wasn't given a chance because his face didn't fit. The fact is right now is that you're talking about a process. You haven't said the word, but in essence, you're talking about a process. So you're saying that we're going for a process. But I always argued that when you challenge for a title and you get to the cups of winning it before the last head, the process is over, because you've now got the experience of challenging for the most important title in football, which is the Premier League, the hardest thing to win. You are the best. There's no dispute. So when you do it in your second season, that's not a process. That means you're on the cusp of being a senior team. Remember, Saka has played nearly 200 games for the club. All these young players we talk about, all played in excess of 100 games. So they have the experience. Now the situation is that can this man now turn them into season winners? Is he going to fight the ball and say, right now, get me the right class players? Because the question is, if he can't do that, then what will happen is that you're going to have to get another man who can do that. He's got experience of winning titles. There's no disgrace to him. There's
Why
no
does the
disgrace to him.
process have to be linked to
Big
one
clubs
manager?
do.
Why does it have to be linked to one manager?
guys, I just find it very hard to believe that a couple games ago you guys believed that this team it was title or bust, and now you guys are saying sack the manager because
No, Agail. I don't know what you've seen or heard or misconstrued, yeah. But every single person on this panel, I'm not speaking for you guys. If I'm wrong, then pipe up. Yeah, you're all adults. Most of you are older than me, apart from Northside. Yeah,
I'm older.
yeah, the skinny Van Dyke, right? However, yeah, I smash these likes up here, de puta. However, yeah, we have not been Arteta in, Arteta out we've been Arteta doubt. Yeah. We're not getting gassed. We see what happened last season. We see him bottle top 4 the year before. We see him get knocked out to Villarreal. We've seen him bottle every cup competition. When the pressure's on, we crack. Different sets of players, whether it be him, Emery, Wenger, there is a problem at this club. Do you know what the problem is? The fucking fan base. Yeah, the fan base. The fact that they had the audacity tonight to tweet out, proud of our Champions League campaign. Yeah, shambles. Now go and have a look at Man City, what they did.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, now have a look at what Man City did. Elite club, bruv. Yeah, elite club, right? And this is the difference.
What did they put?
They just put the fifth penalty was a score for Real Madrid. So and so scores, our Champions League campaign comes to an end. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're spamming this and this and it. Oh, believe. Oh, we can. All the bullshit before. Arsenal Twitter before the game posted out Giroud and Koscielny scoring at the Allianz in a 2-0 win that knocked us out on aggregate. When in the season 11 years ago against Bayern, where they went and won the fucking Champions League. Oh, believe.
But Lee,
we lost on aggregate and Bayern won the cup.
Lee, I just want to say,
to
be fair, majority of the Arsenal fan base would agree with you when they say that post. They don't necessarily agree with the wording. Even some of the most positive fans, even some of the most positive fans, even some of the most positive fans would tweet under that tweet. You can see it right now. Are saying they don't agree with it.
Right message, wrong messenger, Egal. And this is the problem. There's too many people within this fan base. Yeah. And this is the problem with the big 6 clubs. The big 6 clubs are trying to finesse people with emotions. Oh, we're a family. No, you're not. Email Arsenal Football Club and say my roof's leaking. Can you loan me 10 grand? I've lost my PIN number. They ain't loaning you 10 grand. You're not a family, bruv. Yeah. Oh, my days. Oh, I can't get a ticket. Can I get a VIP because my brother tripped down the step and broke his ankle? They're not replying, bruv. You're not a family. But too many people online are sucked into this crap. And anyone who goes against it because of the constant PR, I'll give you the best example right now, and then I'll let you lot take the floor while I reply to the super chat. Big up everyone locked in. Big Steve. Big Steve's older than me. He's seen Man City playing Preston, Preston away in League 2, League 2, playing Hartlepool away, and Hartlepool's a shithole, It is a dump, bruv. Carlisle and all them, man, right? He's now gone on a journey with his club, with the Sheikh, Khalduna Mubarak, and all these man, bruv, with Pep and other managers before him. He's seen his team win it all. He's gone home and away regardless whether they're League 2 or the best in the world, right? This guy then gets a gig. Yo, Erling Haaland's DMing him the blue shark. DMing him. I've seen it. He posted it on his Insta. Yo, Erling Haaland DM me the blue shark. The shark's coming. Because he said the shark. They watch him. Now, my man gets a gig every now and again at Man City. So indirectly or directly, he's on the payroll again. Because now he works with the football club. When they were doing the treble winning party, and they're on the parade, Erling Haaland, I know this factually, grabbed him and said, yo, you're coming with us. Got him into the treble party. He's talking to Bernardo, he's talking to Pep. You've seen all these pictures. Check this. My man did a stream the other day or a video the other day, whatever it was, and he was calling out the Sheikh. Saying the atmosphere at the games is shit. We need to do more. There's a lot of the older heads don't want to travel to away games. They don't want to go to the games because they feel like they're not part of it anymore. The Sheikhs need to do more. This and blah, blah, blah. Bro, this guy's getting a pound note out of the club every now and again. Now watch when our people get a little fucking pound note out of the club. They're sucking the club off every day. Respect Big Steve. Real one. And you know why? Because he's authentic to the fucking core. The problem with these idiots that have infested our fan base that get a little pound note out of the club, they're not authentic. Kenny Ken's authentic. Dale's authentic. Jez is authentic. More than you fucking believe, by the way. Yeah, same with Kenny. Born and bred, grew up round the corner. Yeah, Northside's authentic. Yeah, people like that get slandered on the internet. Big Steve has got a massive reach and pull, yeah, in the Man City fan base and gets paid by the club every now and again. Yeah, mutant. Yeah,
You want to know something, Lee?
Speak out, bruv. When's the last time Tom Canton called this club out? When was the last time Harry Symeou called? I like Harry, by the way. It's not a diss at Harry. When was the last time Charlie Boy Watts called the club out? When was the last time James Bench? Notice Chris Wheatley's wormed his way back in after putting fake information out about Party, fucked off on loan to fucking Forest for a year, and now he's back in press conferences. Yeah? Come on. Yeah? This club is infested. And until we sort the infestation out, yeah, we're fucked.
First of all, I'm not going to speak for other people, and that's number one. Number two, when it comes to people being real, just because they agree with your stance doesn't necessarily mean
that
that
agreeing with the stance. It's about you get a payroll, say what you think, ask questions. The fucking press conferences are embarrassing, Gail.
But bro, we know a lot of the press conferences are the same. A lot of people across all of football, we see some of these press conferences. That's not what we do.
Ancelotti's press conference ain't embarrassing because they stick it on him. Pause. I watch every one.
Spanish journalists are different. All I know is
because they're there to win, bruv.
Just because people are being positive or they have a different way of thinking than you doesn't mean they're not being authentic. There's a lot of people out there.
Dutch, all these other journalists. Look at Jordan Henderson. I'll give another. Sorry to cut you off here, but another journalist, yeah, right. Jordan Henderson was told, "Yo, is that the worst game you've had for Ajax?" He was like, "No, but we won the game." He said, "Yeah, but was that the worst game you've had?" He shit his pants, bruv. He didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
French, they turn up at the training ground, want to punch man up. Portugal, Northside, talk to man about sporting, bruv. They're punching Bastos up, or Das Bost, or whatever his name is. They're punching them up, bruv. Yeah? Yeah, look at the megaphones coming out when fucking PSG lose 2 games in a row to Monaco and Marseille. Yeah, Kimpembe. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
But you do realize this result is not a result where you're going to be punching people up. The
way
can
I say something? Can I say something though? You know a lot of our stances.
I know, but we haven't been
club though. Okay. You know our thoughts a lot on the club, yeah. You've asked me, what would it take for me to be Arteta in? And I've told you, if he wins a major honor, I'm Arteta in.
Facts.
Yeah. Okay. If he won this season, yeah, when you were saying, I wasn't hearing people saying Arteta out. If you watch our content, let's keep it real. You know we keep it consistent. You would have held me, Jez, Kenny, all of us here to account and said, Arteta's delivered a Premier League or Champions League. By your own words, you said you'd be Arteta in. If we then said, no, I'm still Arteta out, you would call us apart and you'd call us out for backtracking on our words. It works both ways. If the manager hasn't delivered when you said the manager has to deliver this season, which I agree that the manager has to deliver this season, you also have to have some humility and say, do you know what? I said the team is good enough. We should have learned from last season. He has to get over the line. You can't hold other people accountable to what they say because you do question what we say. Then when we're questioning you based on your words, you're turning it around. I have no problem to change my opinion on Arsenal because I just care about Arsenal winning major honours. If I become Arteta in, I couldn't care less. I'd love to be Arteta in because I'd love to win the league. I couldn't care less about who the manager is. You take it, maybe you take it as they just don't want this manager to be here. No, I don't want a losing manager to be here, which is why I didn't want Wenger to be here any longer. It's not because it's Arteta. It's not that I don't like Arteta. The thing is, if you're going to call out people and question them and question their opinion and question their stance on the manager and hold them to what they say, you would also be held to that standard. And you've got to have the same humility that you would expect from somebody else that has the opposite opinion. You have said that you want the manager to win. It looks like we're not going to win a major honor this season. You need to hold to that. And it doesn't make you a flip-flop because I wouldn't think that I'm a flip-flop if Arteta wins the league. I would just hold my hand up and say, you know what? I didn't think he could do it. He did it. So based on the fact that he did it, then I have to hold my hand up and say, you know what?
Let me tell you this.
But it's like you're always fighting and you're always putting a solution as to, but as long as there's improvement, as long as this manager improves, you're not really being genuine to what you're saying. You say that, he has to do this, he has to do that, but you're not keeping the same energy that you question us on.
He said at the start of the season, if he don't win a trophy this season,
1 second. You're right. Earlier this season, I was talking about title or bust. Clearly, I've changed my stance on that, and I've given you guys reasons. I was on the show last time, and I told you my reasons. So if you want, I can go through them again. The clear reasons on why I've changed my stance is, one, I realized that I was fooled by thinking that this team was fully ready to be competitive on all fronts. I was wrong to think that, obviously. Number two, when it comes to the experience side and how some of these players perform, I was mistaken about that. That's number one, obviously. Number two,
so you're
when
not
it comes
putting
to
9 players in the combined 11 with Madrid, then, no?
Yeah. The fact that I viewed last season as our golden opportunity, our best chance to ever do it, and this season, if we don't do it, I could see regression. I was mistaken about that too, because obviously this team is only getting better. I still believe this team is only getting better. So I view another reason in why I've changed my stance is I see this team, even if we don't win this year, I think we're going to be there and thereabouts next year, and I think that's another golden opportunity to do it. The third reason why I back this manager. When I look across European football and I look at the landscape of European football and I see Liverpool looking for a new manager, Bayern Munich looking for a new manager, Chelsea potentially looking for a new manager, Real Madrid might be in the market for a new manager in a year's time.
They're not getting a manager, bro. They got the best manager out there.
But the improvement that you made it very
I don't
clear.
think it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense.
But what you said was very specific. You said at the start of this season, he has to win a major honor. That is a very specific
something, or he needs to be sacked.
And you can't move
his words.
You made the level of your expectation and the improvement, which was
holding you accountable to your words.
1 second. That came from a level of naivety or arrogance, thinking that this team was better further along than they were.
Came off the back of
and 1 second. I'm showing you guys 1 second. I'm showing you a level of humility, admitting that I was wrong about something, but that you guys yourselves would say that majority of the fan base are wrong about. But yet, when I tell you that, and I give you my reasons, you're then telling me I can't have that. I can't change my stance.
You said your words, right? So people hold me to account. You're a toxic, negative fan. You want the manager out. Can't you see what he's doing? Okay, cool. I didn't list everything he does. To be fair, yeah, you're calm, yeah. But there's a lot of people that will go and slag me off saying, "Oh, but he's got us back in the race. He's made us respectable again." We've gone back to the level we were. In fact, less than level. Go and have a look at the 5 years before this manager and look at the 5 years under him. He's worse than the 5 years before. Yeah, he's worse than the 5 years before. Factually, because we won 2 FA Cups in that time. And go and have a look at the
points wise.
Go forget points.
Points is a relative.
The points is what makes you win trophies.
Make a point here. Ego, wasn't it you that put 9 Arsenal players in the Real Madrid team?
I was wrong about that. That was a dumb move. I got triggered. I should have never done that.
Wrong about that.
If you talk to me about the Bayern Munich combined 11, I stand on that. But the Real Madrid combined 11, some idiot FIFA streamer got me triggered. And then
no. That's what you meant. That's what you meant.
Immediately after I posted it, I realized I made a mistake.
Arsenal players in a Bayern Munich. In the Real Madrid.
No. Bayern Munich combined 11. I stand on that.
Anyway, 5 minutes ago, I asked you a question, which you still haven't answered me. Would you sack the manager? Would you sack this manager now? Head of the season.
Sack him now.
No. If Arteta goes trophyless this season, I still see enough improvement to not sack him.
Your improvement is to win a major honor. That's what doesn't make sense. Your improvement, the bar of your improvement was win a major honor.
You are the problem. You are the problem.
No, but guys, you guys have to understand. I'm sitting on a panel with all you guys wanting the manager sacked. You don't see it from my perspective.
Where's the improvement? Where this tonight, man. This tonight.
Bro, when was the last time we were in the quarterfinals of the Champions League?
Hey, Gal, if I said I believe in the manager if he wins the major honor, if he wins that major, if I say at the start of the season, I'll believe in this manager if he wins me the Premier League. If he wins the Premier League and I said, nah, but I want the Champions League, you'd say I'm moving the goalpost. That's what you're doing. Yeah. That's what you're doing.
Facts.
Okay.
You said at the start of the season, win a major honor or I want him out. Like most of the people we see online, yeah, they said this is his time to nail it. He's had enough money. We've signed Declan Rice, record signing for the club. He signed 29, blah, blah, blah. We signed other players. Timber, fair enough, he got injured, but other players. This is the season for him to deliver. Now, the goalposts are moving. And people want to get onto people like us by going, oh, even if he won the fucking Champions League, you say he didn't win the league. Okay. No, win them then.
So Lee, if the goalpost is moving, if I've moved the goalpost, what you guys are doing, you guys are prematurely saying everything's done.
Because we've seen this before, bro. That's all I'm saying from past
history. Got a big tell him.
It's just past history, Eagle. I've been following this club 25 years, and I'm not trying to say, like, I'm better than some Arsenal fan. What I'm saying is it's the same movie, bro. We're watching sequel after sequel after sequel. And you're right. You hit the nail on the head earlier. The mentality at the club really has not changed, and that's the root problem. But Arteta is not the one to come in and fix it. He hasn't won anything. And that's
the one before the one.
They can switch managers because managers bring in different, fresh aspects, and they have proof that it works because they have trophies to back it up. And I want to give a shout out to Johnny Minerals FC, who earlier in the day today says we are not an elite club. We are a big club. We are not an elite club. And he said that because we don't have a Club World Cup trophy and we do not have a Champions League trophy. Yes, we're a big club worldwide, but we are not elite. And he said,
so then Chelsea's not elite either.
Yes,
they don't have double digits. No.
Bro, look at their cabinet of the trophies and the pedigree that they've won.
Let me give you my reason why. Chelsea are not an elite club either because they don't have double-digit league titles. So
Chelsea have won more in Europe, more in Europe under Tommy Tuchel,
but they don't have double-digit
as
league
a
titles.
Fucking football club in our fucking existence.
Let me say something, Dale.
He was there 14 months.
Everton still have more league titles than them. So how are they in an elite club?
Cool. But in Europe, we're not talking about Everton. You mentioned Chelsea. Tommy Tuchel in 14 months won more in Europe than our entire existence, bro. Yeah, how? Because he didn't have all of his pieces. He didn't have his whole squad. He didn't have all the money. Yeah, he broke a Premier League record. Yeah, in his first game against Wolves, for the most passes completed in the first half. He didn't even take training, brother. It was on FaceTime.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is irrelevant. The whole thing is
because you brought up Chelsea.
No, he brought up Chelsea. The point that I was simply making is, if you're gonna say Arsenal is not an elite club because we don't have the European trophies, then Chelsea is not the elite club that they say they are because they don't have the domestic dominance.
Yeah, but cool. When we're talking about elite football clubs, Chelsea Football Club, Kenny, Jez, Dow, Northside, how many points after Man U won the treble that season in 99? How many points behind Arsenal and Man United did Chelsea finish that season before Abramovich?
Arsenal finished 1 point behind Man. All right, Man United got 79. Arsenal got 78. And Chelsea, I think Chelsea got about 75. So they were actually five. They were about 5 points for the top, 4 points for the title.
5 points. Thank you.
Under rookie Paul Violi.
3 points, wasn't it?
3 points off us. Yeah. But the thing about it is that, remember, we were on a panel with Dane because the reason why I've kept me cancelled is because I've got to know you. I remember we first potted together about 5 years ago. Plus, we were on every week with Dan, so you know my views, I know your views. That's why I said, right, give you time. I've never once said to you that you're talking out your backside because I don't. I get where you're coming from, but the questions you fail to answer. No one's trying to change your mind, by the way. That's your decision. The reason why you want this panel because we respect what you say, and we're not going to get you to change your mind because if we get you to change your mind, the debates are dead. Is dead because that's not what we're about. But the questions I've asked you many times, and sometimes you answer, sometimes you don't. Obviously, the question I ask is when is the cut-off point? But the problem is, as much as you say you're seeing improvements, do you believe that this man is going to make the improvements we need to compete on all fronts? Because that's what he should be. That's what his job should be now. Because as I said, we're now at a stage where we should be winning titles, regardless of how well Man City are doing or not. Everyone was saying to me this season that we're on Man City's level because we took 4 points off them, and I thought, all right, bit of exaggeration, but I'll take that as a motivation.
We are on the same level as them. We just got knocked out in the same round in the Champions League.
But we're not, though. You're not. The reason why I say we're not. The reason why I say we're not is because of the thing is right. The question I've always mentioned to you, and the points I've always raised, that bench can't get us competing on 4 fronts. You said that a couple of months ago that bench, we now got a top class bench. Now, whether you meant it or not, I don't know. You probably did at the time. But what I'm trying to say is that great managers don't just are great motivators. They also eradicate problems that they can see with the naked eye and say, right, I'm going to improve that. There is no evidence that those areas which have harmed us in last season and harming us this season, that he's got any intention of eradicate. I haven't heard anything about a striker, which you now know when it comes to big games in Europe against the best teams who can actually defend and attack. That guy with the trying to say, "Quite, we haven't got." I haven't seen any evidence that anyone that we're linked with any players. That left-hand side where you criticise Zinchenko, because I remember your team sheet yesterday, you didn't have him in it. Up until had it not been for his piss poor performance at Aston Villa, you and I know that Zinchenko would have started yesterday, despite the fact that he gets done on the dying of the ball. He still persists with a player who although he can convert, to a certain level, although his attack performance are dwindling as we speak, he still persists with that player. So how are you expecting me to believe in a manager when I've seen him not change things that are not working? I haven't seen him, by a top class striker. I haven't seen him,
He's not a single striker, Kenny. Not a single right winger.
That's the thing. How am I going to have confidence in the manager, knowing full well that throughout the season, I know that we're going to get to a certain level, but when it gets to nitty gritty, how am I supposed to, believe in the manager? And I said, you know what? I know we're going to get to a certain level, but when it gets to big games, in Europe and in the Premiership, especially from Easter Monday onwards, if he continually drops the ball like he did 2 years ago, he dropped the ball for the top 4 when he was in our hands and Tottenham stole the march.
He dropped it against Villarreal, Kenny, before that.
But Man City, 8 points. We're 8 points ahead of Man City, albeit they had a game in hand. Fair enough. But he dropped the ball again. Now we've got in a situation where Man City were dropping the ball. We've got ourselves in a beautiful position to actually, win the league in our own hands because of our goal difference. We fluff the lines against Aston Villa. Against Bayern Munich, when we get a real test, he can't cope. I can't have confidence in a manager who can't cope when the going gets tough. I have to ask for a replacement. Now, I'm not saying you should change your mind. You're talking about progress, but this is Arsenal. The way you're talking about Arsenal right now, you're talking about West Ham and Spurs, but you're not talking about the third biggest club in the country. You're talking about a club that that was existed in 1970, and then we've made gradual progress. This club's been around for 128 years. This is a big club, and yet we're still talking about needing to make improvements, and that we're basically, I've seen enough progress. Let's give him another chance. I don't get it.
Fact. That's it. You said it all.
Maybe he's gone to sleep again. Yo, big up to everyone locked in, man. Listen. It's been wild, bro. We're going to wrap this up in the next 5-10 minutes. 2.7K inside. Smash the likes. Everyone's links down below.
Hey, Lee, I think Matty wanted to get a word in. Matt, you want to say
Go
something?
on, matey, man. Right, the floor's everyone's. I'm going for a piss. In fact,
You're muted, Matty.
I need a shit.
No, fair play.
Matty, you're muted.
I'm doing the Kenny. No, I would say his European record alone, just how bad it's been. Yeah, I know if people are gonna say, well, this year we got down the line, but just before that, let's not act like when we played Porto, we wasn't a kick or two away from being put out of that thing. There comes a point where you have to look at everything for what it is. It's 5 years. If I was to sit here and say another 3 years, what if we don't do anything? Are we still gonna have the same discussion? Everybody's getting tired of it. More people are people. I always live by the theory of people know what's right and what's wrong. And when you watch tonight, and Brother Gal, you alluded to it earlier. You alluded to it with the players. That's phase one. That's the first thing that you noticed it with the players. Two is if this manager if we go from we were dead in the heat of a title race, so we finish anywhere outside of first or really second. Well, personally, I think we're gonna finish third at the rate we're going. There has to be a discussion about we've got to go look at something else that can get us over the line, because you can't keep going with the same players, you can't keep going with the same manager. And we're going through this same discussion over and over and over and over and over. And see, this is the main thing here is that next year, let me throw this out there again. These teams are not going to sit and wait for us to figure out what we're doing.
Right.
They're not going to do it.
Big facts.
I don't care how bad Manchester United look. I don't care how unorganized Chelsea might look. I don't care anything about Klopp going to sit down and watch reruns of Dukes of Hazzard or whatever he's going to watch. I don't care anything about it. All I know is this, is that the more we keep lollygagging around, waiting on folks to show, waiting on Arteta to get it right, waiting on Bukayo Saka to turn into the next to the greatest wing in the world, or waiting for this player to turn. We're waiting and we're hoping that this player signs. We're hoping that we get $500 million to get these players in. We're just falling further and further and further behind. And what's going to happen is we're going to look up next year or the year after next, and everybody that was behind us is going to be sitting right there in the thick of it. And then everybody's going to say, well, how is this happening? How is this happening? How is this happening? It's because we waste time. We waste time. If the quicker, and look, if Arteta leaves this club and goes and performs somewhere else, man, shout out. But as a coach myself, because I've been in this situation, when you have to sit, I'm talking from coaching experience. This isn't me just talking at my behind. I'm talking from coaching experience. There comes a point as a coach where you have to figure out, okay, if I can't get the best out of these players, if my philosophy is not getting down to these players, then maybe I need to step aside and let them get someone else, because it's not fair to even the players. Because he's wasting the best years. Look at the players we have. I'm going to turn it over to you in just a second again. Look at the players and how long these players have been. Some of these players are in the mid of their career. We're getting close to like some of these people going to look around going, wait a minute, why am I wasting time here?
Yep.
Why am I wasting time? You know, some of these dudes we had since they were 18, they're 22, 23, some of them 24, 25. And that's when you're supposed to be making a move. The longer they stay here and we're not successful or they're not successful, their value declines.
Okay, I just want to say two things. One, you have pointed out that we are missing certain X factors in this team, or everyone here has pointed out we're missing that X factor. Those players that we still need more. Number one, and number two, I am not going to lambast the manager today, because I still believe the players are the ones that let him down. Yes, he has picked these players and he signed some of these players, but why is it that every time we get to a new stage where we get to another level of competition, we outgrow players? It seems like some of these guys who we just recently signed, we've already outgrown them. The likes of Zinchenko, the likes of Gabriel Jesus. We recently signed some of these guys, and we've already outgrown them.
But
And
when the
Nketiah
manager doesn't
recently
get
signed
over
a
the
new
line, who
contract.
gets sacked?
You guys
The
point this
manager.
out. You guys point this out all the time when you talk about Mikel Arteta and his signings and some of the players. For where we were at when we gave these guys those contracts or when we signed them, it was necessary. Now we've gotten to another stage where we've outgrown some of these players, and it's going to be a situation where either the manager and the people behind the scene are going to have to start getting the quality needed to be competitive again next season and shift some of these guys out, or else they're going to have to lay in this bed. And eventually it could be the Mikel Arteta signings throughout this stage to get us to the level that we're at could be the reason why he doesn't ever get over the hump. And if that's the situation, then another manager comes in. Let's see if they can do it.
But it always lands on the manager, though.
Has the ability,
It lands on the manager.
but he lets us.
It lands on the manager. When a team underachieves, the manager's the first to go. And when you're talking about X factor, it's not just on the players; it's also on the manager. The manager also has to have the X factor. When Lampard got sacked, it wasn't. A lot of people knew that team needed extra to compete in the Premier League.
But you know what I mean by X factor?
So it's on him. And the fact is, this manager hasn't walked into this team that he's got now. He's built this team. So if it doesn't work, it's on him ultimately.
Northside. When I say X factor, I mean today we need a goal. Saka, Odegaard, somebody step up and take the game by the scruff of the neck.
I know, but Unai Emery got Villarreal to step up. He got Sevilla to step up. Conte got Chelsea to step up. These are all teams that people would have said they didn't have the X factor. They weren't ready to achieve what they achieved.
His team.
Do you blame the manager that somebody took a quick free kick instead of waiting to take an actual free kick and take a shot?
This is 4.5 years of serial bottling, bruv. Come on.
I mean, we've seen this. This is a reoccurring thing. You know, first back in the day, what was it? Judge us in May. Well, let's wait to May. Let's wait to this. Let's wait to that. Let's wait to the solar eclipse again. Let's wait for this. Let's wait for that. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're just waiting, but we ain't seeing nothing.
The bus
other clubs make adjustments though too, Matty. You know, other clubs, like you said, like Chelsea United, Liverpool, they're not going to sit around on their laurels. I mean, they're not going to sit on their laurels.
You know what?
Liverpool, Spurs, all these clubs are going to get Man City are going to go.
Stop.
Liverpool didn't rebuild their midfield and we caught up to them. That's what happens when you
about other
stagnate.
people. Focus on ourselves.
And this is why I'm going to go with that, because if we're getting ready to quote unquote, because for me, I know he's staying. Unless he walks away. Like that's why I've been saying, unless he walks away, because I know he's gonna be here.
Yeah.
If we're getting ready to give him another checkbook and write a check for some players, do you really think that a world-class top-of-the-line player that has Real Madrid, that has Bayern Munich, that has the Inter Milan, AC Milan, any of these teams that's actually on a better plane, on a better plane than we are right now, they look over and say, man, why would I want to go over there?
Excuse me? Come on.
I mean, this is real talk.
Come on, guys.
No, this is real talk. This is real talk. This is real talk. Because let me put hold on, let me put it this way, Let me put it this way. Hold on. Are you telling me that if a player has the option of going to right now Liverpool, Arsenal, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Inter Milan, Arsenal's going to trump all of that?
Okay, one second.
In our current form right now,
Arsenal would trump Inter Milan, number one, straight off the bat. Okay, simply put, no debate. Then you talk about Liverpool. We're in a better situation than Liverpool at this moment in time. Liverpool have a legendary manager leaving the club, and they're going into a direction rebuilding.
Arsenal trump Inter Milan.
Yes.
Yeah? So on that basis, we can get their manager.
Bro, Arsenal right now, if we go head to head,
because we're bigger,
simply put, the money in the Premier League,
we can get their manager, yes or no? Based on your logic.
Players. I'm not talking about managers.
No, but it's the same premise. If we're a bigger club than them,
I don't know
we
if
can
Arsenal
consult
would
them
sack a
and we-
manager and then pay
Hold
out
up,
another
hold up.
manager that's currently in the
If
job.
we can attract players over Inter Milan, we can
Chelsea.
attract a manager over
but
Inter Milan.
why I'm just simply debunking what he was saying, but you've now
No,
moved
no.
back to the manager.
And now I'm giving you simple logic based off of what you're saying. You're basically
No, but-
saying Arsenal are more attractive than Inter Milan. Yes or no?
And Liverpool.
Okay,
only
but yes
team-
or no? Are Arsenal more attractive than Inter Milan?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. So on that basis, we should sign Inzaghi and he'll come straight away. And he's won 9 out of 11 finals and won league titles. So you'd take him over Arteta then, based off of his CV, yeah? And he's attainable because when you guys go, who's available, guys? Well, he's available based on your logic.
Okay. First of all, I'm not looking.
Yeah, well,
I'm not
one
in the
second,
market for
Cal.
a new manager.
Big up DVS, big up Oregon Goon. He needs to bounce, shout your thing out. Big up for coming on, bro.
Big up Lead, big up Northside, big up Egal. You made it finally. Thank you. Kenny, Ken, Jez, Matty. Shout out everyone in the chat. Thanks for having me on, Lee. A lot of fun today. Totally let down. But you know, we got 6 games left, bro. It's we'll see what happens. I'm not confident much at all. I'm surprised if we finish 3rd at this point. So
Do you think we beat Wolves?
Nope.
not
We
right
better.
now.
We
I
better.
think we better, but I think we draw Wolves. I think Wolves will be up for it.
If we drop points versus Wolves, the title is officially done.
So long, bro. I know the dark cloud hangs over us for weeks.
Egal, if we draw to Wolves, is it time for him to go?
No, but the title race is finished.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks a lot, Lee, for having me on.
Big up down, man. Come on.
Have a
big
good
up.
night, Mooney.
I'll see you guys all on the
Big up,
show.
man.
Later.
Big up.
Yo,
Big up,
I'm gonna
man.
have to go because I got
Always.
work at 8 a.m. But when it comes to
Yeah, but Adele, you're saying we can attract players over Inter. So on that premise, yeah, and on that basis, we're a bigger club and more attractive than Inter. So
No,
on that basis, we can
Man
attract their
City,
manager.
Man
then.
City is not a bigger club than Real Madrid or any of these other clubs, but they can still attract Erling Haaland
Why?
because they're successful.
And
Because
money.
they're serious.
Now, look, I've asked you this question 3 times now. I just asked you, mate, in fairness to you,
I love you.
right,
Jess.
Well-
respect for coming on.
Okay.
If we lose or if we draw or lose to Wolves, is that not time enough? Because that's then season gone. That's done. Gone. See you later. There has to come a time,
We've
Egal.
won 2 games out of our last 7.
There has to come a time, mate. You know, where you have to say enough is enough. Even you. And I know you're a great fan of Arteta, and I respect you for your belief.
Chaz, you want to know something?
At the end of
I've
the day,
seen-
enough. Come, you have to say it at the end of the day, man. Right? Yeah. We're out the Champions League, 17th cup competition gone again. Right?
I
Yeah.
think it might be 18, if I'm honest.
Well,
FA
18,
Cup.
whatever it is, Lee. Right? The fact is, you have to say there comes a point in time. There comes a point in time. If we lose or draw against Wolves, yeah, with Liverpool's game they've got and Man City, they're in the cup final. Semi-final of the FA Cup. We're not again. Hey, yeah, I just want to put that one out there. Yeah, enough is enough. Surely, man. Surely,
Yes.
Ego. Even you can see enough is enough, man.
Yes,
Surely.
I'll tell you this. I'll keep it honest with you. Mikel Arteta, from what he's done so far this season, he's earned enough credit for me in this for this season for me to give him man of the year. That's all. I'm saying.
What?
You haven't won anything.
That's what I'm
Surely,
saying.
man.
So I'm not
You said-
looking.
You said,
I'm not-
you said,
Unlike you, where you're
Nothing.
looking in the managerial market, I'm looking in the summer transfer market on players and everything else. I'm not written off the season. I still believe there's still a lot to be playing for. And I don't believe, yes, even though if we did drop points from now to the end of the season, the title race could potentially be over. Knowing how City are,
What is it you see in Arteta?
knowing how City are, but I'm not giving
Please
up.
tell me.
I'm not giving up on this manager, and I'm not giving up on this team. I still believe
Why?
in this situation.
Why? Okay, Miguel, I know you want to go to bed.
Lee,
Yeah,
can I
just
ask this question?
go on, Jez. Go on.
Please, can I ask this question, please?
Yeah.
Miguel, what do you see in this manager? I don't understand. You obviously see something that I don't.
I see a manager in his what is it, in his 4th year competing against 2 of the greatest managers in Premier League history in Klopp and Pep Guardiola, building a team from absolute scratch.
Jose did it in his first season.
Building a team from
Fergie
absolute scratch.
and Wenger on
And
an
also
invincible season,
note that if Mikel Arteta was to win the league this year or next year, he would still be the youngest ever Premier League manager to win the league. So I don't think
that.
Who cares about age?
No, you guys have asked me a question. I've given you my answer. You don't like it.
But again, Jose Mourinho got into the Champions League and won it at his first attempt, completing a treble at Porto. He then walks into the Premier League against Fergie, and against Roman Abramovich's Chelsea, because he was there, not against.
You want to know something?
And Arsenal invincible. Guess what? Arsenal invincible and Fergie dominating the league. First season, and he retained it.
Okay.
Something Wenger never did.
Let me ask you this. If Arteta was to leave tomorrow or something, and he went to La Liga, for example, and went to Barcelona and won major honors with them consecutive seasons.
He won't.
And Arsenal was still in the same situation, then you'd finally admit that Arteta wasn't the problem.
No, I wouldn't. Because you know why? If he goes to Barcelona, he's not better than Ancelotti, bro. And Barca are shit.
No,
they've been winging it. Barca winged it the same as we winged it. We're not that good. Barca are not that, bro. I've watched them all season. They're shit.
That's why they made. That's why they pulled the trigger on what's his name so quick. They said, you know what? Yeah, we took it last year, but that's it. He's got to go because they're not waiting around
because he can't take the pressure.
They're not waiting around.
He can't take the pressure. Arteta can go to the Spanish league. Cool. He goes Barca, bro. Trust, you have to win.
Jamie,
you know. I'm saying he goes to Barca, he wins.
He ain't winning shit.
At that point, you're gonna finally say, you know what, he wasn't the problem. Because I don't think Arteta,
because I don't see managers, as oh my god, the process.
Can we realize what we're asking?
I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? Yeah, if he went somewhere and won a title, it wouldn't surprise me. You know why? Because everybody leave Arsenal win some anyway.
Okay, so then
that's what it seemed like to me.
So then you're telling me it's Arsenal and it's not the manager's problem. You agree with me?
You just said if he goes there and wins the league,
it's the fan base.
You just said if he goes there and wins the league,
that because fucking Twitter account posted out tonight, knowing there'll be barely any backlash. Posting, we're proud of our Champions League campaign. You what? Imagine Real Madrid got knocked out tonight. Do you think they're tweeting that?
No.
There'll be riots at the stadium. Levels.
Just quickly before you go, you just said if Mikel Arteta goes to Barca and wins it, can we put some respect on Arteta? Why is it on him if we succeed, but when we fail, it's not on him?
All right, that's a Farmers League anyway, so it don't matter whether he wins it.
I don't get it.
Okay,
it's on the manager if you win, but when he fails, it's not on the manager, and he shouldn't be critiqued, and he shouldn't leave the club.
To be fair, I never said he shouldn't be critiqued. He can be critiqued, but I just think going to the extent of saying this is a sackable offense, not winning the Champions League, not winning the league this year, who got us back to this stage?
He's got us back to a worse stage we were 5 years ago, factually.
That's not factually correctly.
Yeah, it is. We won 2 FA Cups in the 5 years before him. In the 5 years he's been here, we've won 1. Factually correct.
And in the last 2 years, we've had our two of our best campaigns points.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Go and have a look. How many finals did Super Mick with 700 mil? Forget the 700 mil. Forget the money.
I'm talking about
one final for Unai Emery. 1 final for Unai Emery. 1 final for Super Mick. Yeah? Cool. Go and have a look at the 5 years or 4.5 that he's been here and his finishes in the league.
Why don't you look at the points tallies from those years?
Because it's irrelevant.
It's
Go and have a
relevant when
look.
you're trying to win the league.
No, it's irrelevant. Go and
The
have a look
points
at the
tallies
league.
are the most
Bro,
important thing
Arsene
when you win
Wenger
the
finished
league.
fucking second to Leicester, bruv. Come on.
But bro, this is why people get mad.
Oli
Because,
finished second to Pep.
bro, this is why I get mad when I hear your arguments, because your arguments all revolve around one
Facts.
thing. And when it comes to the other side of the argument, you just completely disregard it because it doesn't suit your narrative.
No, the narrative is win. Yeah, and if you look at the 5
And
years,
how
or
do you
4.5
win without getting
years,
points?
Gal, let me land. I know you need to leave. Yeah, let me land. Yeah, the 4.5 years he's been manager. Look at our League Cup, FA Cup, yeah, league finishes, yeah, and now European competition. Now look at the 4.5, 5 years previous to him successfully, yeah, on paper, we've statistically done better. We've won one more trophy, yeah. We've got to one final more, yeah. Come on, get out of it, bro. Like, honestly.
No, but my point is simply the points tallies and the levels that we've consistently been performing at, the level of
It's all
consistency that's
relative.
throughout the season, the football that we've been playing at. We have seen a massive improvement over those years. To say we're worse or we haven't even gotten back, we've just gotten back to those levels, I think is wrong. And if you
Okay,
guys,
let me ask you one more
and you know
question.
what? To give you guys an answer, you guys want to know what it would take for me to to say I want the manager sacked? Simply put, a level of regression to the point where I see that he can no longer.
Okay, so if we finish third or fourth this season, do you want him sacked?
If we finish fourth, that would mean either Aston Villa or Tottenham would have overtaken us. That is
No,
unacceptable.
Liverpool or Aston Villa.
Answer the question. Don't.
I said if we
Waffle,
finish
man.
fourth, yeah. But
If we
outside
finish
of that-
fourth this season, you want him
One
sacked.
second. 1 second. If we finish fourth, that means there's a massive capitulation at the end of the season, and at that point, you need to deep dive into everybody. But when it comes to what, if we finish
answer
second,
the question. If we finished fourth this season, yeah, would you want him sacked?
if we finish fourth this season, I'll have that discussion. Yes. But
No. Would you want him sacked?
I'll have that discussion. I don't know how I'd feel.
Well, you know what it is. No one's asked you to change.
Before you go, Gal, big up for coming on. Shout out your team. I know you got to wake up early. You got 2 kids as well. Yeah, big up for
I got
coming
one,
on.
bro. I don't know where you got the second one from.
I thought you had 2.
He put it on you. He put the second one on you.
It is what it is. Yeah, Gal, shout your thing out, bro. Come on.
Hopefully I can get a second one eventually. Listen, you got to talk football. If you don't like me, if you like me, it doesn't matter. Have yourselves a wonderful night, guys. I'm out of here. Peace.
At least your time's up, bro. Big up.
Thanks for
Big up.
coming on, mate. Good to talk to you again.
Now it's not personal.
You know what I was going to say to Gal. Gal's well within his rights to have his opinions, because at the end of the day, if you change your mind for anyone else, then that's for a start, that's a weak character. We can't respect him if he changes his mind, if those he believes. But one thing I would say to Gal, if Arteta doesn't make those improvements that we need, then whether Gal likes it or not, he is going to see a regression next season, because you can't go into next season with those same players.
Yeah,
teams work you out, because at the end of the day, there's still good coaches in the Premiership. A lot of them are foreign, albeit not many of England. But they're going to say, right, you know what? You see how Aston Villa did with Arsenal, and see how Bayern did. Well, if we play like that, and everyone
got the blueprint. Yeah, when we played Juve C team in a pre-season fucking game and lost at the Emirates.
And then you
everyone
saw
got the blueprint.
And then you saw what Newcastle did right behind that. Roughed us up.
Facts.
Yeah.
Why can he not answer a simple question?
Because he knows, Jez. That's why I said what I said. He knows. He knows that. Now, don't fool yourself. Don't think that he just sitting there. He knows. He's not going to say it because he has to toe the company line. He knows that this season is a failure. He knows that last season was a failure. He knows that the season before that was a failure. He knows that if we finished fourth, he knows that's a failure. He knows this is all a failure. It's all a charade. It's all a charade.
It's a facade, bro. It's a fugazi. Catfish.
Look, he likes Arteta and he respects him as a coach. He doesn't want to go because he thinks he's going to.
I rate he
Hey,
turns
man,
up.
if you like the guy,
I
that's
rate
all
he
right.
turns up, bro. But at the same time, never ask a
Yeah.
direct question because they'll never answer it with a direct answer.
If he likes the guy, that's cool. That's no problem. That's it. That's his guy or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'll look at the numbers, and the numbers not lying. The stats don't lie. The European record doesn't lie. The fact that we were 8th, 5th, 93-point champion.
Eighth, not 8th, 5th, 8th.
Excuse me, pardon me. 8th and 5th. 93-point champions, and then this year the feel good champions. Is that what I'm gonna start referring to? It's feel good because we felt good in January. We was all on the same page, and then now here we are.
PR, Matty, the PR. That's what it is. The PR is strong. The money is strong. The money is strong. Every day, I'll tell you this. Yeah, do you remember when these dickhead journalists were tweeting out? Yeah, when Martinelli was fit and sat on the bench for 6 months. Oh, we're converting him to a striker. Yeah, Arteta's 5-phase plan to convert him to a striker. And Whitley, Benj, Watts, all these dickheads posted out a fucking video clip of him slapping one top bins. We're like, why is he on the bench, bruv? Yeah, in training, slapping one top bins. How many times has Martinelli played striker in the last 2.5 years? Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, Arteta revolution. Oh, Mikel. Dickhead, bro. They're fucking weirdos.
Strikers don't score goals. You've been told that, Lee. You've been strikers don't.
Yeah,
score.
they're defensive strikers, Jez, and we've got fucking attacking defenders. Yeah, dickheads. Yeah. But we're negative, innit? No, we're realistic. Yeah, between all of us on here, and big up a girl. Yeah, big up to Liam from Bayern View. Yeah, big up Dal. Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, honestly, fucking wake up. Yeah, wake up. Yeah, this is a shit show. All you have to do is go and have a look at the League Cup, the FA Cup, Europa or Champions League, and the Premier League for the last 5 years before this manager. Now go and have a look at under this manager. The last 5 years is better. The only difference, no lockdown with the constant PR, roadmap, infection rate. Oh, jab. Yeah, EO defaulter. Yeah, get out of here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, booster. Yeah, how about booster fucking titles, bro? How about that? Yeah,
Look,
how about booster title? Yeah, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, but you know the situation. You know,
my second home, guys.
Yeah, but you know, Gal goes on about psychology, and he's got a point. But what he's felt to mention is that the reason why people push back on us is because there's still a lot of people who made their name from being Wenger out. Some of them actually regretted the way they treated him, and you know, they look back in hindsight. They think, "Oh, I was really out of order because look what he's done for ourselves. He's given a new status." And
we're a family.
And I think what's happened, there's quite a few fans who sadly regretted their stance on Wenger. Now they don't want to be seen as that fan who now wants managers out. They want to be seen as nice fans. Respect them, but the problem we've got is that because the club's gone that way towards backing the manager, because they knew how he felt about Wenger, and they knew that they didn't want the same thing with Emery. It's all about PR. The fact is that I say it once, say it 1,000 times. It's not going to last because at the end of the day, human beings are going to want to win. They're going to see a situation that if Man City fall by the wayside and anyone but us wins the title, the scales are going to fall off their eyes next season. I promise you. They won't like
Man City are going to spend a fortune in the summer.
Yeah.
Man City have winged it this season. Yeah. And people are going to laugh at them going, oh, they didn't complete the treble. Shut up.
They getting the double.
Other clubs to higher account than you are our own fucking club. Yeah. Bayern. Oh, Bayern are shit. They didn't win 12 in a row. Shut up, EO Deporter, yeah? They've dropped 8 points all season, Leverkusen. They could do, the baby treble invincible. That's up there as one of the greatest
let me say about
achievements in world
Leverkusen.
football.
Next season, Leverkusen, I'm going to finish where I'm going to finish 5th next season. Because
Facts.
what
They're getting
teams going to
rinsed
work
this
them out. Bayern are going to regroup.
Thank
and
you.
That's what and then what happened? Bayern are going to go and say, right, who are you 3 best players? Right, we're going to sign you and offer you more money. And they'll leave. Bayern will raid them like they did to Leverkusen 20 years ago. They did to Kaiserslautern. And what they do to Dortmund on a regular basis. That's what Bayern do. The fact, and that's what I mean.
Northside, I know you got to bounce. We're going to wrap this up anyway. But Northside, I know you got to bounce. Listen, love always.
Back, isn't it? Really?
We're gonna wrap this up. So fuck it. I'm going for a piss. Yeah, all shout your thing out. Northside, Jez, Matty, Kenny, all shout your thing out one after the other. Hopefully, my little Winky has finished pissing by then. And big ups to everyone locked in, man.
Lee, you do want to be monetized, don't you? You don't want to be bloody.
I don't give a fuck, Kenny. Yeah, it's all about facts. It's all about spitting facts. Big up to everyone locked in as well. Yeah, it's all about spitting facts. I'm sick and tired of this football club, bruv. Yeah. Big up to 97k as well, by the way. But yeah, one at a time. Northside, Jez, Matty, Kenny. Hopefully, I'm back by then.
Yeah, big up. Big up, people. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to Lee. Make sure you're smashing the likes up. You know what I mean? I'm sure all of you that are up right now, apart from the ones that are the rivals, couldn't sleep. You know what I mean? After that humiliating defeat. So yeah, smash the likes up on the channel. Make sure you're subscribing. Catch me on Northside LDN. I'll be clipping up everyone for lunchtime. Anybody that's deluded will be getting called out. Somebody's going to be made into a thumbnail. But man, big up to the panel though. Big up to Jez, Kenny. Big up to all of you guys. And yeah, man. You guys go. You guys go.
Hey, brother Northside, good to see you, man. Southern Gooner here on YouTube. But I'm here to tell you, I've seen a couple of the fan camps that's floating around tonight. It's one in particular. I wonder if I'm gonna see you talking about it more. I kind of feel that I will. So
yeah. You know what? There's one channel that let's just say if you ever go hungry, and you want to sort of like get some clips, they're the gift that keeps on giving. There's one guy, right? He's winning either way. On his main channel, he's got fans who are going to get their views on the match. And then there's a second channel. He's got the hate along where rival fans are watching the Arsenal-Bayern Munich match. But one's a Man United fan, one's a Tottenham fan. So they're laughing along when we're losing. So either way, he wins on his main channel, which is for Arsenal fans. On these other channels,
DR Sports hate along.
Everyone's laughing at our defeat. He wins. So
big up X though. I like X. But
you know what?
Along on AFTV.
Who's the biggest winner today? Who's the biggest winner today? The biggest winner is the guy who owns both those channels.
Just saying. Just saying, guys. Yeah, wakey. Jez, what you got coming up, man?
I'm doing a match reaction tomorrow night where I'm going to dissect with 2 knives tomorrow night.
Jez is pulling out knives like Edward Scissorhands and that.
Yeah, they're going to be. I had one the other night, and now
you'll literally have about 20 by the end of the month.
Jez, do you know how to put in stitches? Because I'll tell you one thing: once you dissect, you got to be kind and put it back together again after you dissected it.
Maybe not, mate. Maybe not. I don't know. About that. Anyway, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm going to do a match reaction, and on my channel, Arsenal History and More. Northside, I might drag you out and get you on if you're not too busy. I'm going to drag people on. I want some people on to talk about it, right? And I'll see. If you're too busy, doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Jez, what time?
7 o'clock tomorrow night, man.
Oh, let me check. I need to watch Good Evening. Yeah, against Lille.
Right.
Change it. I can change it to 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock, whatever you fucking like, really, at the end of the day. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. I'm on my own now till Sunday because she's fucked
Oh
off.
no,
Oh, these dickheads, bruv. They've put the fucking Lille game on against Villa, yeah, at 6:45 UK time.
No, don't worry.
Jez, pull the stream forward and I'll jump on.
I'll do it at 5 o'clock if you're about.
Perfect.
5, Kenny, you're about tomorrow or north
yeah,
side?
I could be
I'm
working.
all right. I'm off. I'm off for
I've got
Friday.
work, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm there. 5 p.m. UK. I'm there. Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. North side you're about?
If not, I'll see you Saturday for the Wolves game. The Wolves game.
We'll see you next Tuesday for proper. This is not Chelsea.
Yeah. I'll contact you north side anyway and drag you out.
Yeah. 5 I'm with
I
Staffy.
need to add North side to the group chat. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put him in the group chat.
Yeah, put me in the group chat.
Matty, love.
Yeah.
Always make all the links are in the description. Nearly 20 fucking minutes average duration.
You won't be my
I'm
channel.
gone, by the way. I'm
You won't do it
smashed.
forever, man.
I'm
You don't-
smashed. I
you
don't
don't-
even care. I'm shocked. I don't care.
Before we go, can I
I'm
just do
gone.
something? Can I just say something? I was absolutely stunned to hear about the angry rap man, the young lad.
Proper
Young man, that's rough. Yeah, that's rough.
27 years old.
27.
That saddened me because I did watch his stuff and I suffered with him and I laughed with him.
There is no passion. There is no. I always used to sit there and go, "Yo, bruv," because it always looked like his finger was going to get taken off by the fucking man.
Yeah, but
The only thing I've got to say, boys, I've got a sad life for the next weekend, just drinking, yellow tail.
Fuck it, Jez. You got a free life, bruv. No wifey in that, yeah.
Hey, Jez, you can get some quiz questions going, can't you?
Yeah, well, actually, I've done it. I've actually done it, man. I'm just waiting for Kyle to get back to full health. He's not been very well at all. Bless him. And I spoke to him tonight. He came in the chat earlier on my thing, and he's getting back there. And I said, look, I'm not doing a quiz until you're fully fit. So, anyway, Northside, I'm going to call you out, fella. You haven't been in my channel for about 6 years. So,
come on, we're adding him to the group, Jez. You can fucking ruin him every day.
It's chaos. I'll tell you now, no, it's chaos in there, bro. We be going in.
Hey, guys.
No excuses. I can't appear if you don't send me the link.
See you guys tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Kenny, I love you, man. I know
you,
Kenny's
love.
wife's
Cheers.
kicking off. He's got to go. Kenny, I love you.
Yeah, I'm in the doghouse. Yeah, I'll see you later. See you later.
Cheers, brother.
Don't worry.
Listen, it is what it is. Big up to everyone who's locked in, man. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, these people, these Io de puta. Yeah, what do you call them? What do you call? Fucking
I call them.
What'd you say? Yeah, what do you call them? Northside. Yeah, like all this pucaria. Yeah, and then you say you do.
There's a lot of words.
That
Which means clowns. Yeah, that one there.
You do that one. Yeah, you do that one. What's that one?
I'll tell you what. Once when I was, it's a true story. Very quickly, very, very, very quickly. When I was learning French, right, a guy in the third year said to me,
That's what it is.
Just do this to your teacher. She was a Mauritian French lady, right? I was 11 years of age. I hadn't got a clue, right? And he said, just do that in class. And I went, all right, okay. I didn't know what it meant. And I went like that. And she looked at me and gave me a real stern look. And I went like that again. She sent me to the headmaster.
And that was 6 of the best, Jez. Yeah.
The lashes.
I got detention.
6 of the best. Accountability is the best ability.
I didn't know what it meant. I was 11 years of age. I didn't know what it meant. And I just went like that to her. I was like, fucking...
Big up to everyone who's locked in, man. Big up to everyone who dropped donations as well. I know I didn't read them, but I commented to everyone. And this club's a fucking shambles. We will be there again today. It's 25 to 5. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Matty's loving life because
It's 10 o'clock, man.
Yeah, Matty's chilling,
Hey,
bro.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and watch Northside. That's what I was planning on. Go back and watch Northside. Watching Raise Hell.
I ain't going to bed now. I'm going to go
Right
and
before I
play.
go to bed, you know.
None said I'm mashed. Yeah, I'm proper mashed, bro. I'm gone. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
24 because I have got. I am. Look, anybody wants to know about football management? Go and watch my FM24. I played it last night with the long-haired Yeti. He ain't got a clue, man. I battered him. I battered him.
Do that, man. Those two, buddy.
But Jez, you're a dinosaur.
Yeah. 6-1, 4-0. I'm on with Oxford City. I've got Oxford City, man, in the Vanarama League. Vanarama League.
Hey, Jez, Yeti over there getting that financial fair play trouble.
I've got,
Big ups everyone locked in, man.
I've got no transfer budget, and no lie. When I pick that squad random, right, I've got 19 players out injured. Three of them have got arterial ligament injuries.
It sounds like Real Madrid this season. I don't know why they've got so far in competition, Jez.
Mate, get me as a
It's
manager.
almost like you're elite.
My other game, where I'm Arsenal manager, I've lost one game, 2-1.
Yeah, it's almost like you're elite, Jez. Like all these injuries, ACLs, MCLs, all this shit. Yeah,
You've only got 115 charges, though, Jez.
I got 19 players out, right? Oxford City, I've got against the Yeti, who's Chesterfield, and I fucking like. Yeah. Jez game was called off. He was drunk. Yeah, bollocks, man. Done you? Yeah. Go on, fella. Go on.
Well, there's no one live that we can redirect to, because they ain't serious, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 3:30 in the morning, UK. Nah, they ain't serious, bro. They ain't got the work rate in that. Yeah, this is the 105th fucking video I've done in the last 28 days. We're out of here. And yeah, I'm smashed. So I'm going to go and pass out and probably swerve the fucking show tomorrow at 1 p.m. with Northside, so you get a lay-in, bro. Yeah, Saeed's going to get a text. Yeah, phase 4, Arteta out. Yeah, that picture's funny. We're out of here. Big up to everyone locked in. There's no fucker live because they ain't serious, bro. Adios. Neither are Arsenal. But don't worry, guys. Yeah, we're proud of our Champions League journey. Dickheads. Laters.
En la basura.
Yeah, Betty a la mierda, hijo de puta.